Did it just say going live now? Never a promising sign when the local FD has a song. Did it just go live now? Because I flipped over and it just said going live. Running late. Did you guys just see me come on? Hey, wearing tissues for the What? I had it. I started the thing. I'm very confused. Just now. I'm very like the thing says it just started. I'm very confused. I started it like did I not hit go? I'm almost I This is very weird. I'm very confused by this. I turned everything on. I had the starting soon stream and then I just was like I'm going to go and get a drink and I'll be right back. And then when I just came in, it is almost as if nothing I did ever happened. I'm so confused by everything. I had it all. I literally came on like 10 minutes ago and said, "All right, guys, I'm on my way." I music never came on or anything. Didn't even get the intro. What the hell? I honestly was like holding it there and I'm like, "Oh shit, intro." And then when I flipped over to see what you guys were saying, it said going live and I never clicked the button. I am totally confused. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're here. But I literally, I'm not kidding. I came on like 15 minutes ago and I go, everybody, I am literally just finishing Ranma one half. I have to just go in my, maybe that's why. I had to go in my room and sign on from my YouTube to post it, but I didn't do it in here intentionally so I could put on the live stream. Maybe I can't go live and be doing something on my account on another computer. I think I've done that before though. Either way, good thing I wasn't gone too long. I literally was like 12 like it was like 3 minutes to 2 when I did it. It was like 3 minutes to 2 and I'm like, "Shit, I got to go get a drink and I got to post Ranma." I had just finished editing. I like it comes on at noon. I watched it. It usually takes me about an hour. It took me a little longer. And then I had to like post and put all the tags. And I'm like, let me set it up on here for you guys so you can see it's going. And then I'll come back and we'll already be rolling. And it wasn't. I am a failure. But is Michael here? I don't see Michael. Michael drove to my house last night. We ended up not going to the arcade. We ended up meeting at my house. I'm like, "Mike, I think it's already crazy that you're driving to my house at 12 o'clock. I don't mind. I'm usually up till like 2, 3 in the morning regardless." But Mike was like, "No, I am driving to the arcade and I'm giving you this bottle." He's like, "I want you to have this for the finale so we can all have a shot." So I mean, hey, I was like, "If you want to do it, I'll be up and ready and I'll drink that whiskey." So Michael came over. What ended up happening was I was supposed to close the arcade. As you guys know, we were doing like a 5.5 hour stream last night. I drank way more than I should have probably, and I felt fine. I was totally fine. I slept great, but I was like, I am in no condition to drive a car. I probably could have, but it would have been highly illegal and very unsafe. So, because of that, I chose to not close the arcade last night. I called my manager and I'm like, "Do you think you can be all right without me or do you need me to come?" Because I was like, Jesse's got to pick up her boyfriend at a party, like a Christmas party down that way. So I was like, worst case scenario, my sister on the way to pick up her boyfriend can drop me at the arcade. I could lock up, I could come back. And my manager was like, "It was a slow night. You don't need to come down. Just make sure you come in the morning to do the numbers and like leave us quarters for the day." So I was like, "Sounds good to me." I text Michael and I'm like, "Mike, if you come to my house, it saves you 40 minutes round trip minimum. Because my house is 20 minutes closer than the arcade where Mike's coming from in New York. He was 20 minutes closer to come here, which one way will save you 20, 25 minutes. So I'm like, you'll easily save 40 minutes to an hour if you come right to my house. I don't got to close the arcade." So he's like, "Sounds like a plan." He came, he dropped this off. We had a shot. That's why it's opened. It's open because we both had one shot. I thanked him. I was like, "You're having a shot with me. It is the way things go. If anyone ever gives me liquor, I crack the bottle and we have a shot together." And so the end begins. So thanks to Michael, we have this close to $200 bottle of Dragon. I bought one myself, but mine hasn't come yet. It was supposed to be here by now, and it isn't. But I did order one, so I have a bottle coming too of this exact same stuff. I think it was $190 with shipping and tax. It was like close to $200 with shipping and tax. So Michael was like, I got two. There's Michael right there. So Michael met Coco. Michael met my cat Coco. You could see her behind me. I think so. I think you could see her on camera. Coco, that's her in the pod. You probably don't see her, but she's there. This is her. Coco's little ear. See, that's her little ear. Coco. I don't want to like wake her, but if I keep doing that, she'll look. But anyway, me and Michael had a shot. He met Coco. He had some of my sister's delicious pike bread, is what I called it. What was it called? 150, 25 shipping plus tax. Yeah, I think it was so it ended up being like $187 or 88, like somewhere close to $190 with tax and shipping. Shipping's 25, but Michael was smart and got the bundle where you like save on you probably like save like 50 or $75 on shipping if you do the bundle. I was like, do I really want to do the bundle? And then I ended up buying well, did I? Oh no, I guess I only bought the dragon cuz Mike gave me warlock, paladin. I've got to find out if someone, I'm wondering if someone at some point will sell the others like Rogue. I'm missing Rogue. So I'm wondering if somebody will sell one of those online. They'll probably ask a lot of money unless they re-release them. But this might be my favorite so far. I was telling Mike, I'm like, it's got a real smoky taste, but I dig the smoky taste. And this might be my favorite. It is also not as strong as Warlock. Here's the Warlock, which we drank. This is a... Oh, no, wait. It's stronger. It is stronger, Mike. I thought the Warlock was stronger. Warlock is 103.6. This is 108. Maybe you said that. I thought when we were talking last night, I felt like you said this one was stronger. I could be wrong, though. But Dragon is stronger. No, I mean, not by a lot. We're talking 4.4 proof, 4.4 proof higher, but it's got a smokier taste. This one is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. That's all it says. A blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. This one is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in sherry and smoked bourbon barrels, distilled in Kentucky and Indiana. But it's like a lot more going on with this one. This is just like your straight up Kentucky bourbon. Or actually, it doesn't even say Kentucky. This one says Kentucky bourbon. Or no, it doesn't. I thought it did. I am just crazy. I could have sworn this one said that, but it doesn't. Either way, we drank this. This one I'm saving for Ray, my brother. There's enough for 2 more shots in there. We're going to have it. My brother gets here in less than a week. I texted him last night after, or right before Michael got here. I don't think I told Michael. But my brother will be here next Friday night. So pretty much like around the time we're doing the live stream, Ray will be here, which means we're probably going to keep next week's live stream pretty short. It is the week before Christmas. What day is Christmas, actually? 7 days. Today's the 14th, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Is Christmas Wednesday? Christmas might be on a Wednesday, and then I think Ray leaves Friday morning. So the live stream after Christmas is fine, but we might keep the one before Christmas short because Ray only visits me once a year now. He used to visit on Easter. Well, he still visits Easter. He visits me twice a year. He used to visit on Thanksgiving. Oh, and he does do my birthday for Ren Fair now for the last couple of years. Christmas is Wednesday, so that's great. That's a great day. That also means Wednesday I close the arcade, which means I have off for an entire week because the Monday and Tuesday of Christmas, my partner goes back because Polar Express trips end. And usually I go in on Wednesdays to check everything. But if we're closed on Christmas Day, which we are, then I won't have to work for an entire week during Christmas. That is a glorious thing. I didn't even realize until just now. So glorious. But yeah, we'll probably keep this, especially since we did back-to-back live streams, including today, and yesterday was 5.5 hours. We will probably do a very short live stream Friday. Maybe Ray will jump on with me. We'll have a little chat. We'll do some shots with y'all, and then we'll call it a Christmas day. And we got like 4 more maybe coming next time. And we got like 4 more. The proofs get weird for them. And we got like 4 more maybe coming. Oh, for Ren Fair, for Ren Fair. I thought we were talking about whiskey. I'm like, 4 more whiskeys? Yes, if anybody's down, Michael said yesterday, Ren Fair, I think it was October 4th. I forget if anybody confirmed if that was the actual Saturday, but that's like a yearly thing. We buy our tickets at like pretty much as soon as they go on sale, we get our tickets, and it's always the Saturday of the first week of October because that is my birthday week. And my brother is like, every year I'm making it a point because it's also his slow season where runs his own company. So he said his slowest season is October. So it works out perfectly where he's like, Ren Fair, your birthday, my slow season. Every year we will be joining the Ren Fair in Tuxedo, New York. And yes, 4 more whiskeys as well. There will be 4 more whiskeys. That's why I thought it was. So we're going to start out. It smells so glorious. Everybody, we're going to have, I know it's early. It's barely 2:20. It's 2:22. 2:22. 2:22 on the clock. The 12 total planned in sets of 4. Yeah. And this is the first set of 4, Mike? I'm pretty sure this is the first set of 4, right? Or am I wrong? I will get the bundles on the others. Mike has sold me on them. Mike has already sold me, and I bought the dragon one. Mike gave me the other 2. I'm missing Rogue, but I'll find a way. Nature finds a way. What is it, Jurassic Park? Nature finds... It's not nature. Chaos finds a way. What is the quote in Jurassic Park? I'm brain farting. I haven't seen Jurassic Park in so long. But everybody, we're going to start with a hearty shot of 108 proof Quests and... I almost dropped it. Quests and Dragon Whiskey. You see my power level is at, 0. Apparently you start at no power. And I like that. You start at no power, and as you drink, you get stronger. I was going to say, isn't that wrong? Shouldn't it be the other way? But that would mean that you got weaker as you drank. You get stronger as you drink. Is it the same on the Warlock? I probably went through this whole routine already. Yeah, it is the same on the Warlock. You get stronger as you drink. Life finds a way. Life finds a way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody was saying it. I haven't seen Jurassic Park in so long. It is a glorious movie, a glorious tale of real life where there are dragons, there are dinosaurs that come to life and play poker with me in my dreams. Even though it's real life, it's in my dreams. Cheers to all of you. I'm not drunk yet. I haven't even drank. I'm just talking crazy. But we have 2.5 hours left. Mike does have to go to work around, I think he said he's going in at 6, and we have exactly 2.5 hours. He told me it takes him 30 minutes to an hour, give or take, to get to work. So we should probably get rolling in the next 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to get rolling. So everybody get ready. I'm going to take this shot. We're going to say hi to everybody, and then we're going to get going. I have to set it up. I didn't set anything up. Oh my God, it is so delicious. That one, I told Mike, I think that one's the smoothest one yet. I have all the Game of Thrones whiskeys, and my favorite was the Lannister, House of Lannister. And it would, like, when you drank it, it felt like it was like continuously running down your throat, like a burned, charred, smoky feeling. That's how this tastes. And that might sound horrible, but it is glorious. The Northern Lion, Star, the Chimiki Perro, Vero G, Holly Mac 79, my good friend Michael, for giving me, only good friend because he gave me whiskey. Otherwise, I hate him. No, I'm just joking. You know I love you, Michael. Colvin, I don't know if I saw Ninja Master yet. I see Adam Espernosa. I felt like I saw Ninja. Who is this? Opossum Lord? Opossum Lord, are you still here? I feel like we may have had you before, but that is definitely a name I don't see often, if ever. Opossum Lord, if you're in the chat, let me know. We're taking a shot for you. Oh, I see Bidet. Oh, I read that already. Hollymac 79. Hollymac, I also watched another episode of Leverage. Those of you who are our Patreon people, I think I said this yesterday. I watched 2 episodes of that new show Dream Productions on Disney Plus, which was actually really good. A spin-off on Inside Out, which is handled amazingly. It's like done like Parks and Recreation with all the characters and voices of the Inside Out people, but like very good. And I watched Leverage. Holly Mack is making me watch. Well, he's not making. Well, I guess he kind of is making me, but it's not like I'm doing it against my will and I don't like it. I love it. It's great. Holly Mack came to my house basically and said, "Watch this goddamn show or I will beat you to death." And I was like, "Please don't." And I'd had to. I was afraid of everything. That's what sober friends do. And Opossum Lord, are you new? Have you been in here before? I feel like we might have seen you before, but like I said, if you were, it was once or twice. I think you might be brand new. The reason I ask Opossum Lord is if you are brand new, you get a shot. Even though I just took a shot, I jumped the gun and didn't ask if anybody was new in the chat. So therefore, I will immediately take another shot right now in your honor. But if you aren't new, then we will wait, because that's just crazy. I also just posted Ranma. If you guys are into Ranma, I love the show. If you like honey liqueur, I recommend Baron Jaeger. I might have said that wrong, but I have drank it, my friend. It is like, I'm pretty sure that is the bottle that looks like a honeycomb, kind of. It resembles something like honeycomb or something to that effect, if it's what I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure I have had it, and it is delicious. I very much enjoy honey. I used to have Honey Jack. Was it Honey Jack Daniels? It's got like a bee on it. It might be Jim Beam. I feel like it's Jack Daniels. My apologies. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jack Daniels. I mean, they all make a honey one at this point, but it's got like, oh no, it's like something Williams. John Williams, the composer. John Williams makes his... Evan Williams. I think it's Evan Williams. I knew it wasn't John Williams, but John Williams, the composer, does make his own whiskey called... No, he doesn't. I'm just a big fat liar. That's the one. Is it Baron Jaeger? I think I'm saying it right. Yes. Somebody got it for me once, and I'm like, I'm not kidding. It was probably... I was going through like a honey liqueur kick. Honey liquor, honey liqueur. I was going through like a kick where like this is years ago when like Evan Williams and Jack Daniels and all of them just started making honey ones, and someone got me that as a gift, knowing that I was getting into that stuff, and I was like, this is pure greatness. It was like real honey. It wasn't just like honey taste. It was like real honey, and it had like a wax honeycomb bottle or some kind of thing. I don't know. I could be remembering it crazy. But we're having another shot, everybody. Get ready. Another shot for Opossum Lord. First, I'm going to set everything up, and then we're having a shot because we do have to get rolling. We're a minute away from 2:30. I wanted to get rolling by 2:30. So we will be close to that. Let us get in. I feel like there might have been a timestamp somewhere, but it probably stopped. That we did go an hour past. It was 4:32:30, I think, from the memory. I'm pretty sure it's 4:32:40. It probably will also start right where I left it off. 4:32. Oh no, that's right. 4:32:22. It must have went back. I think it was 4:32:42. I think we went past. Let's see. Oh, it's going to blow your ears out.
Beautiful.
It is very pretty.
I like the ocean. I've heard of it.
Oh.
You'll probably
You have to
love
come
it.
with us to Rumblecast. We could take
Yeah.
you on a boat ride
We
to
went past.
Rumblecast.
We went to like 42.
I mean, why wouldn't we? It's beautiful. We have the boat bar.
Rumblecusp. We have the Boa Bar. That's right. We ended on the Boa Bar.
The Bora Bar.
Oh, that's right.
I think you named it.
Our summer home.
Such a stupid name.
All right, we'll stop right there. 4:32:46. 4:32:47. 4:32:47. We'll stop there. I wanted somewhere where they like had stopped actually conversing. 4:32:47. We had the Boa Bar. I do remember talking about the Boa Bar. Let's get the clock. and we'll get this show on the road. We have 2.5 hours. We might not need to break. We'll see what happens. If we need a break, we'll take a break. But we might roll straight through. There is no break for them. They are done with their breaks. They are sailing right through to the end. 4:32, 47. Set the time. Here we are. Let me raise the roof. Raise the roof up. We'll put this little ditty over here. Booby-doo. Boop. 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 There we go. Maybe I go a little higher just to see Laura's hands. You can see Laura's hands. It's like Quentin Tarantino, except instead of feet, you can see their hands. All right. Hey, Amelia. Oh, did I miss Amelia? I think I missed Amelia. I mean, unless Amelia just jumped in. Amelia, hello as well. Or maybe I said Amelia. I don't know. I don't recall me saying that. What's the flavor profile for the Dragon? According to the Dragon, it just says a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in sherry and smoked in bourbon barrels. Finished in sherry and smoked in bourbon barrels. It is 108 proof. 108 proof. We have the Warlock down here at 103.6. That to me is wild. I don't think I've ever seen any liquor that is like a fraction. I've seen all sorts. I've seen like 101, 103, 104. I've never seen one that is so specific that it's 103.6. I mean, that's admirable that they actually put it down to the decimal point. They're like, we're not fucking around. This is legit. This is what this shit is. Don't mess with our Warlock, all right? Was that Double Jeopardy? Double Jeopardy. Da, 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 da. Jay, did you mix an... Oh, Mike, no, I did not. Give me a minute. I left him on the table, Mike, where we had. Michael also gave me energy drinks. I'm going to get it right now because I'm going to need it. So... prepare. We're going to start in like 3 minutes. They're right on the table over here. Mike got them for me. Everybody get ready. I see little Coco's poking her head up. Coco heard me get up. We also have the bread. If you didn't see the bread yesterday, Jesse put it in this thing for me to carry it easier. But this is the Pike bread. You could probably see it better now. I want to put it on camera in case. Like, look how purple in the daylight. Also, like, because it's my shirt. Jesse made what I can't remember the name. Mike will probably remember. It's in the book, but it is. She called it Pike bread, but then she's like, that's not what it's called. But look how purpley amazing it is. She had to get freeze-dried blueberries from like Wegmans or something. And then the crust, Michael had it. It is outrageous. It's like crusted, like it looks like diamonds, but it's like some sort of like hard-ass sugar candy, almost like rock candy. And she made a whole loaf of it. It was like this long. And this is all that's left. And this was like last night. You guys saw. She came in with it like at like 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. It was like gigantic. My mom and dad ate half of it before I even like got to it after the show. Mike had a couple pieces. I had one more after the show. And this is all that is left. But I just, the purpleness, like purple's my favorite color. I tell you all the time. I just think that's crazy how amazingly purple it is. But this is the bread that we will consume possibly during... I did eat breakfast like late. I ate breakfast at like 11:30. So I'm quite content, but I wanted to show you guys the bread. We might have a piece later. We'll see. But if not, just figured I'd show you. That's Jesse Dobby Reactions. My sister has her own reaction channel and just loves cooking. She didn't do it to like promote herself. She was just like, I love cooking, pick something. And I was like, make something that I could like eat and not like get messy and have sticky shit all over me. And that's what she made. We got the Molly shirt on because I know you all said Kingsley is who we're rolling with now, but you know, I'm gonna show respect for Molly. Yes, the narrative telephone episode was awesome. Someone share the recipe for the bread in the Discord, please. It looks amazing. I will find it at some point, and I will tell you guys if Michael already didn't. Dragon flavor profile with a nose of red fruit, roasted oak, toasted vanilla, and caramel. Leather and peaches. Does it say leather and peaches? With a taste of smoke oak and oatmeal molasses. Lots of barrel spice, fig, and cherry. That is way more descriptive than I read on the bottle. Michael must have a secret thing on the internet. Pike's Purple Jewel Cake of Marquette. Thank you, Adam Espernosa. I knew it was something. I was just like, pike bread. Pike bread. Bidet to Neil, my good friend Neil. Except that doesn't show respect for Kingsley. No, I'm not, nothing against Kingsley. These are what Michael gave me last night. Mike was like, I got you all these packs of energy drinks to mix with your, like, beverages while I'm sitting here. I think I'm either going to do Clyde's Black Cherry. This is pineapple cocktail. This one, he said, is peachy, and it's got some voluptuous woman on it. Then there's good dragon fruit punch and mango meta. I'm either a dragon fruit. You know what? Let's do dragon fruit because we're drinking dragon whiskey. There we go. Dragon fruit it is. Dragon fruit. I'm putting it in right now because I honestly just had like water with like a little bit left over of my vitamin water, but I could barely even taste it. So we're gonna have dragon fruit energy with dragon whiskey. Let me mix it up a little bit. Smells delicious. Smells delicious. All right. We're having a shot for Opossum Lord, and then we're getting in. Anybody good? I'll show why. Okay, it's I'm pretty happy. I'll show why on the Discord. I'm assuming it is drugs as well. Somebody said, is it drugs? So everybody, to Opossum Lord. Oh, we have another one. You're in for a real treat. Miss Jamborina. Jamborina? Is that Jamborina. Miss Jamborina, if I'm saying that right. Are you new too? Because this one's going to Opossum Lord. Everyone new gets a shot. Everyone new gets a shot. Cheers to Opossum Lord. And then we're starting. And Miss Jamborina is getting the next one. I can't take 50 in a row or I won't even make it for first hour. But cheers to everybody. We're starting. Thumbs me up because in 2 minutes we're rolling. That is really good. The dragon fruit one is quite delicious. All right, everybody. Here we go. Everyone's thumbs it up. Here we are. Miss America. There's only one Miss America with her sparkling gown and something crown. Does anyone remember that? It's like a Barbie commercial for the Miss America Barbie. Ready? On that note, 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry, the fucking Beaurebar.
The fucking, and we start with the fucking Beaurebar. The fucking Beaurebar.
Let's go. We gotta go clear our names so we can keep living, right?
I guess that is the first.
We have to clear our
Correct
names so
syndrome?
we can keep living.
A security detail around the
I'm
whole
out,
spectrum.
guys. I'm sorry. It's been a lovely few days, but my road's done. My road's at an end.
Veth is bailing
We
on
can go
us.
off and just be together.
You're welcome to stay here for a little while longer if you like as well.
Thanks, but
Is Veth actually
I think
taking off? Like, we're done? Are we saying our goodbyes to Veth?
Liked Nicodranus, right?
I mean, I grew up in Felderwin. It's a nice town that I have a fondness for, but
That's what I was
I think
saying
Luke
like
really
yesterday.
enjoys
I was
Nicodranus. He
like,
enjoys the
I'm
beach
pretty
and
sure
being close to the
Luke
water and
is what
just the
matters, and
colorful
Luke
streets there.
is a
Made
fan of
few friends.
Nicodranus.
I kind of like the freshness of the atmosphere. Who knows? Maybe I can apprentice at some sort of an apothecary or something.
Apprentice.
I'm going
Now
to
we've
try
got
it just
seed
one
money.
last
We'll
time.
open
How
up your
well
own store.
do you remember the
Yes.
Phantom Toll Booth?
Okay. Well,
Not much, because
I
I
could
don't
use an
really think
apprentice.
I know what you're talking about.
or a partner.
The Phantom Toll Booth. It
Well,
sounds
I'll work
familiar,
my
but
way
I
up to
honestly
partner.
am not sure.
First, I'll learn the trade,
Don't be so modest.
and then eventually, when I'm ready.
I think the grace period may be shorter than you expect, but sure.
Yeah. Plus, if you ever come home, we'll see you.
We have a detective agency we have to open.
See, that's what I thought. I'm
Yes.
thinking Nicodranus
be
is
a
the best
dual
place,
sort
because
of
Luke
thing.
loves
We can
it.
use the
We're already set up there, and we're really close to
Apothecary.
Jester's mom and Jester. The apothecary. A pocket fairy. The pocket fairy.
Yeah. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd just love to be together and do
I
whatever.
know I can't know this yet,
So go home.
but I'm really
Just go
curious
home.
if there is like
If we don't all end up in prison, or
sequels to the Mighty Nine that are
If
like
we do, come
decades
bust us out,
later.
though, okay?
that's true.
I want to see them like
But that's not
Luke
going to
is
I'll
like an
send you a
adult.
message.
You'll send me
older.
a message.
Otherwise,
If I get a strange, halting, cut-off message, I'll know something's wrong.
Doo doo. Doo doo
I'm,
doo doo. Doo doo
think I'm
doo
out
doo
too.
doo 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 doo.
And same goes. Send a message and I'll be right there. And you're always welcome. But yeah, I think it's time.
It's
Why would you
time.
want to leave this place? It's beautiful.
Not for a
Agreed.
while. Yeah.
Some of the Clay family kind of
I love that Talzin
stands
could
around
like leave
Caduceus,
and still
Cornelius
have an
putting his hand
entire
on his
character
left
to deal
shoulder
with.
and
Like we could just
Calliope kind of placing her
be
arm
like,
on his
goodbye,
right.
Caduceus. And now he's Kingsley.
And it's just kind of a
Not that I
beautiful moment.
want to be
seeing
done with
that
Caduceus, but Talzin has many
family rejoin,
faces, literally.
rallied around him. But it doesn't feel separate from the family that he's made.
I go give Caduceus a hug.
Peek at the GIF
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
just
miss
put
that.
on Discord.
Thanks for showing me how cool it is to actually heal people.
Eh. It's not as cool as a giant lollipop.
I know, it's gonna go away in 2
Actually,
seconds, my bad.
I'll join in that as well.
Wee.
I give you an enormous hug. Thank you for everything. I wouldn't be here like this without you.
Is that a real thing, the Phantom Toll
You have
Booth? What
nothing you
is
didn't
that?
earn.
I don't think I know that.
And yeah.
It looks like an old-timey
yeah.
cartoon, but I don't think I
Yeah.
know that.
All right.
I go up and I give him a hug too.
Oh, Caduceus.
Hey, do you have any seeds?
Tons.
May I take some?
Of course. Yeah. Well,
He's like, do I have any
we
seeds?
have a little.
That's all I have.
I guess
That's
you call it
all
a
I have is
library.
seeds.
Just,
I am made of
coming back,
seeds.
We've got a whole thing.
Okay.
Do we still have Mrs.
Thank you for softening a skeptic's eye.
Miss Jamborina? If you're here still,
Thank you for
shout out, and you get a shot dedicated
bearing
to you.
fruit that
We're
saved everybody.
rolling with shots today. Finishing up. We're gonna kill this whole goddamn bottle in 2 hours. Oh, look, Matt's getting worked up.
Thank you for saving my son.
Thank you for being a friend.
And
Thank you for the near-death experience.
well, I'm good at that. I was supposed to give you this a long time ago, but the the nice lady on Rumble Cusp gave me a pink flower to give to you.
Oh,
She said it represented your connection with the earth.
I was supposed to give this to you a long time ago, but I forgot.
Seems like you have plenty of flowers. around
Sorry.
here.
You get nothing.
I appreciate that. It's a nice compliment coming from the second best mother I know.
Oh.
So your mother is the best.
Don't overthink it.
She's also within earshot. So,
Okay.
The second best mother I know.
Thank you for everything.
I
Taking
wanted
care of us.
Sam to continue down that road,
can't
but
wait to see your
we
son
probably
in a
don't
few
have
years.
the time to
Well,
joke about
if
everything.
he's anything like his mom, you won't see him till it's too late.
You're going to have a lot of problems.
Just give Caduceus the tough guy, shh.
Punch on the
Fist to the
shoulder.
shoulder.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
she looks like she's shoulder tapping
You're
him.
not cool enough for it.
I know.
Give him a low hug. All right.
Do you want to
How
breastplate
we've
that?
probably said this before. Oh my god, did somebody just ask what I asked?
I mean,
He did what he set up to do and saved the 9 in
up
the
to
process.
You. Do you need it?
I was just
I
gonna
don't
ask,
know.
when did Caduceus join us? Like what episode? I saw episode
Absolutely. Do you need
108ish
anything?
before Traveler Con.
I need a lot of things.
Yeah, the
to
flower
do.
was
What can
from.
you give me?
That one. That's for the flower. So about
I don't know.
35
Hold on a
episodes
second.
ago. What episode did Caduceus join us? He's
I would
definitely
like a
been
new
with us
shield.
longer than Molly was.
Ooh.
Let me look at my shield that I have.
Careful,
my God.
You might give it to her and she'll
Like,
just
it's crazy
wear it and
because
not
I
use
feel
it.
like Caduceus has been with us at least
I got
twice
a
as
plus
long as
one
Molly.
shield, that's all I have.
And Molly had such an impression
Do you?
that, like, I
do you
feel
want
like
something a
he
little fancier? It
was
does.
more Molly than Caduceus.
Are you sure, Caduceus? You use your shield a lot.
I do. But it's going to be a while. I'll grab it back from you if I need.
The 30s. Yeah, that's what I
remove
thought.
the
38.
green
Caduceus
plates
joined
from
the
it.
9 in episode
And
28.
it's a shield of retribution.
That's crazy to me. Like, even when I watch the
Caduceus.
animations,
I'll trade you.
so much happened in the first, like, 50,
Good luck,
60
Humphrey.
episodes.
Thanks.
The back
luck,
half
you.
just had long, drawn out,
make
like,
sure you're not a
events, so to speak.
Traitor.
But, like,
to
I
the
feel like
Empire.
Molly
I mean, honestly, I
lived
don't
as
really
long
care,
as
but thank
Caduceus
you.
in
I know.
those few episodes.
They don't know who I am.
Nothing against Caduceus. I dig the character. I just feel like
In the corner
Molly
of the room,
had an impact.
you see a pensive Essek, arms crossed, just kind of listening. Thank you.
I have a Caduceus shirt and a Molly shirt.
coming, hot boy?
I was almost going to wear my Caduceus shirt, but I was like,
Where?
I've worn it recently. I don't
the
wear the
Empire?
Molly one often.
Yeah, I see your point.
Is it any more dangerous than home?
It's not any less.
Molly
probably.
died in 26. Caduceus
We're
showed
heading
up in
direct somehow.
28. Crazy. Literally like 4 times as many episodes,
Maybe
5
it's
times as many episodes
Just found my
as
way.
Caduceus.
Really begun my penance. I've procrastinated long enough in dealing with my sins.
Well, maybe we can speak for you. We all know what you've done and sacrificed. If you're on your own, then it's just your word, but we are friends to the dynasty.
I like the music. I feel like this music's a
You're
little
welcome to
different.
speak on my behalf, but I do not feel comfortable returning to Rossona. At least not in... Not the way things are. Maybe I should return to Isocross again. Just keep to my station up there. There are people that rely on me. And if they do eventually come for me, who would I be to deny them?
Every time I hear Rosanna, I think of Rosanna, Rosanna.
I
The song. Rosanna, Rosanna.
I am so greatly thankful that you've all shown compassion for me. for what I've done. And for all the things you don't know I've done.
If he rips his fucking face off and eats one of us, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm scared to think of what more I could have wrought had we not crossed paths. Convinced myself I'd be alone for so much of my life.
Toto. Yep. Great band, great song. Toto.
It's hard to say goodbye when I don't feel alone anymore, but I understand. I understand and accept. Accept what I've done. Maybe I just need some time to think.
Ezek is a cool ass character, dude. Everything is glorious.
And I do hope we cross paths again.
Hot boy. I know that's what he's called. Hot boy.
Sincerely, it will be hard for me to keep you far from my mind.
Oh, you won't be able to. I'm going to send you a message every day.
I'm gonna
Don't
message
worry,
you
Ezek.
every day of your life. We just hit 4 on the clock, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
honestly
It
probably
blew
welcome
my
it.
goddamn mind.
Even when I'm pooping.
We might
That's
be
good.
busy for a while, but we don't end up dead.
Gesture like that,
You'll hear from us again soon.
even when I'm pooping.
I've literally seen you survive worse.
He's saying it in such like an emotional, like stoic voice. Even when I'm pooping.
What have you done?
I want a shirt with Essex saying
would be
that,
so much
with like a
easier when it's
tear
black and white.
falling from his eye.
But it's so much more beautiful in all the shades of colors.
I don't know if Matt is trying to make himself cry.
Thank you, mighty.
He's so good at it. I can't tell if he's actually getting emotional because he looked down like almost like an actor, like doing what he needs to do to get
favor.
tears. But it also could be real. I mean, I'm sure it's partly real.
For what you've done for me.
But he's very good at it. He's very good at it.
Good luck.
Hugs.
And
And then he gets all crazy. Matt can cry on command, and Laura. That's what, the funny thing is. As soon as Matt did it, Laura started getting worked up, and I'm like, is she doing it because he's doing it, or because he's doing it, is she doing it for real? And then Ashley starts getting worked up. It's like a chain reaction of emotional tears. But then I'm like, they're so good at what they do. Like, is it intentional? Are they all like, oh, it's time, and they all just kick in the tears? But like, I feel like it is so real
the
at
same way
points
that I've
that like
traveled
they
with
don't
you
need to
before.
try too hard.
Maybe not to Isocross immediately, but probably by ship. It's safer. Maybe spend some time in Uthadern.
We're just shouting out
Yeah,
all
the
the
cupcakes
cities.
are quite good there.
Cupcakes are
Like
quite
most
good.
cupcakes.
I hear the diamond
friend there, right?
cake of Marquette is quite delicious.
Rini,
Really.
she's a handful, but I think she'd do
Are
it
we
good.
gonna see all those people? Are we gonna see like Rainey and
I
Tank
think I
and
learned how to handle
Kiri?
handfuls.
Are we gonna fucking see Kiri? We better visit Kiri. If we
Oh my
end
gosh,
this
you're
without
going to
Kiri,
look so good with a flower
this is
crown.
all just one big failure.
She makes great flower crowns.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Maybe there are other
No,
places.
don't question it. Just go. Shh.
Well, hey, as someone who's been on a penance journey,
Did I say Tank? I meant Keg. If I said Tank,
Don't
I
take
meant
too long.
Keg.
because connection is what saves us.
Too long for
For
what?
Orly? I hope we see Orly in them again. And now I'm starting to think of all the people we need to see. We have like 2.5 hours less. We have 2 hours and 20 minutes. Less than that. We have like 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I have a long life ahead of me if I'm clever enough. I hope a time comes.
See, the fact that I never hear of or see Essek again. Hey, Amy France, what is up, David and Amy? Hello to David and Amy. If no one new jumps in here,
Before I can go, I can
anybody
go
new in
on
the chat, let me know. You get a shot. If no one new,
and give
Amy
him
and
a kiss
David
on the cheek,
get the next shot in honor
and then pull
of
him
their
into the
good fortune.
most empathetic hug I can make him feel. Don't be a stranger. Somewhat hypocritical coming from me, but try to be kind to yourself.
I feel like Caleb has grown so much in a great way. Well, I mean, growing in it usually means a good thing. I don't think you grow in a. I mean, I guess you could grow in a bad
that
way.
trauma doesn't define you.
Stay safe.
You too, Caleb Widogast.
You too, Caleb.
And he lets go and drifts out to the front of the grove. And is gone.
And he's out. He's out, everybody. That's it. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger, my dear Essek. So that's it. Essek is out.
Will you take me home?
Will you take me home?
Anyway, let's go.
Is that a song too? I feel like everything is songs. Don't be a stranger. Will you take me
We're
home?
gonna go back
I
to
feel like
Nick
these are
again.
all classic 80s songs.
Can we visit you when we like?
Always? Yes.
Because it's pretty easy for me now.
I know you're very powerful, very smart.
Wouldn't have been if it weren't for you.
I don't want to say goodbye to people. Like, here's my thing. Like, if Veth leaves right now, what is Sam going to
We'll have to
do?
get that
Just sit
kid
there
into
and
some
watch
books
us for 2
soon.
hours
You
while
and
we
me,
all
okay?
say our goodbyes to everyone else and
Said a
just.
lot of training
I mean,
I'll
it
try
would
to
make
teach-
sense though
teach him
that
as
we
much
wouldn't
as
all
I
just
can,
bamf
but
at the same time into like
You'll need magic
whatever.
lessons too.
Now I'm saddened
So
by
please
all
come
this.
and teach.
I hope that's not a joke.
No, it's not at all.
I would like that very much.
You'd make a good teacher.
A what?
Caleb would make a good teacher.
Oh, yes. This is Godfather. Yes.
Let's just see if the Empire doesn't implode on us first. Then we can see about that. Anyone want to go to Nicodranus?
I'm literally going through my head
You
right
need
now of all
Nicodranus?
the things I want to see, and I
left
know
the
like
Empire.
they all can't
One
happen.
night with Trent Ichthon and Nicodranus?
Ooh, do we?
Like when you have
Well, that's
141
long as we got
episodes
to.
that are like 4 hours each on average.
beach.
Weekend at Bernie's.
It's like I never thought about all the things that wouldn't happen. I'm thinking of like how much
Anything.
is going to
him
happen.
in,
Now
right?
it's like we're
Yeah, put
coming
him in
to
the-
the
I
end,
dangle the
and
manacles.
there's
Yeah.
very
Maybe we
likely
could
to be
kinda,
things
wrap him up in some blankets and
unsaid.
burlap and put him in a cart or a chair or something.
I mean,
I have a
ultimately,
basket.
I can
It's
also.
big enough.
We
Put
can leave him in the tower.
the lotion in
Change to
the
a pipe
basket.
while we go enjoy the evening.
Could you
I'm just
polymorph
putting
him
up my
into a
other
beetle for a while,
account. Like
essentially?
and subscribe, everybody, if you haven't.
I think he would die.
That's my backup
die.
account. We are at 20 likes. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Yesterday we hit 57. Bag of holding. Take me home
That's like an
tonight.
extra
I don't want to let you
carry-on
go
bag.
until you see
Yeah,
the light.
exactly.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
basket.
Take
Absolutely
me
do it.
home
To Ford's
tonight.
point, we'll wrap them.
But
in a
is
rug or
Don't Be a Stranger. I mean, Don't Be a Stranger is probably not a song, but I feel like it could be. Don't be
that
a
guy.
The
stranger.
cats can feed him
That's
his
all I got.
oatmeal in the tower.
But I feel like that's got to be in a song or
He'll
something.
be fine.
All right.
Isn't there like a Billy Joel song called The Stranger?
Nicodranus.
Vicadeuses.
See you soon.
Astrid and Aelwulf.
I'm singing a different song, but it sounds kind of
Are
like
we to
that.
meet you in Zidash?
I was singing
or
that song.
to meet you in Rexham?
Come.
But I feel like the Stranger Billy Joel song has a similar beat.
Rexon from them. 24 hours.
24 hours.
Thank you.
Is it a Mr. Rogers song? It's a beautiful day in this
And
neighborhood.
Kingsley? Coming?
Oh, I'm coming.
Okay, okay.
You
Hi,
gotta see the ocean.
stranger. Oh,
see
neighbor.
a
He
lot of
says
things.
neighbor. Hi, stranger.
Haircut.
Mr. Rogers was telling children to
Hold
talk
on,
to
hold on.
strangers.
Here we go.
That son
Do we
of
want
a
to throw
bitch.
some shit over Trent first?
Holding our hands,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing
Tell everybody.
the ups and downs, the
in Nickel
upside,
Drums,
backwards handsies.
How about the beach?
Tom's
could go
Diner.
straight to
They're
Lavish.
ending the game on their
That's
own
home.
terms. Matt himself
indoors.
even said that not everything can be tied up in a bow.
Probably.
Sometimes
Beach
threads
probably
linger,
pretty safe as
and
well,
those
but-
are
But we'll
issues
be
for
touching
future
around the
campaigns.
backwards of Trent.
I dig the way it is
Astrid
put.
plays-
Hello, Rogue.
goes
Some
into
things just
the-
go unresolved. It's the
side
nature
pack.
That's true.
of a game. Rogue, hello. Yeah, I figure. I mean, I
goes into
didn't
the side
expect
pouch
it
of
all, but now I'm
Trinity
just
Powder and
thinking
pulls
of
out a
what.
small fist-sized
Like
orb
right now,
with
I hope we see
swirling
Orly.
silver
Here, like these are the things I'm
mist on the
hoping for.
inside.
Kiri,
He
Orly.
just takes it.
What is that?
I mean, there's
This is
so
how
many other
we're
people.
getting-
Like maybe Shakasta.
Start digging in his pocket.
Yeah.
But like stuff like that, I don't
No one
expect.
went and checked what
I
Trent
would.
had.
I kind of expect
It's
Orly.
like,
I'll
whoa.
take whatever that ring was.
Kiri.
Mine.
Yeah, that ring was dope.
Yeah.
What
I'm trying
does
to think of
that
what else.
mean?
Maybe-
Put his stuff
Bring
on
it-
his
bring it
hands
telepathy.
forever?
Yusa,
Bring him telepathy.
Ring it telepathy.
Happy
So-
Fun Ball, something to deal with
so
that
120
maybe.
feet range of
Ring of
telepathy.
You're gonna cut his finger off?
No.
I will.
He does have
That
a
we were
lot of
talking about
absorption,
Udalafon.
which he never had a reaction to use, but has.
I'm still
27
thinking there's
levels
something
left on
unresolved
that,
with
and goes-
Molly.
going back some other time.
7 levels?
Just
Of
it's just
cell
like
levels that
it's
control.
just like
Cool,
forever
cool, cool.
ingrained in
He
me.
was focusing more.
I'm
on
still thinking there's going to be
counters.
way more to deal with Kingsley.
He
Maybe
also
not
has a
Kingsley
ring of
becoming
warning.
Molly again or
That's how he
something, but I
created
feel
his
like
little
there's
purple
something
shield.
we're going to
Write
find
these
out
down.
about
We can go
Kingsley
at them some
relating to
point.
Molly
They're
or
not-
something.
Not burn into this, as well as a potion of superior healing that I never got a chance to use.
Forgot
and
to loot
his,
the body.
boots of fly.
If they
Or
don't
winged
see
boots,
certain
one of the
people,
two.
Winged boots.
then that's how it goes. The right here
work
is their
even after
victory
getting the
lap.
spells?
This right here is their
He also
victory
has a
lap.
mantle of
I'm
spell
glad.
resistance. Write that down as well.
Don't bring in guests for the final. Yes, I was gonna say there's a lot of characters it'd be cool to see,
I'm gonna
but
miss
you'd have
this
to have
process.
like
We can
so
work
many
that
guests, and then you'd have
after.
to like designate time to all of them and stuff. It would
So
be
you will
too much.
travel back
But like
to
characters that
Nick
Matt
and Jonas for a night of
voices,
partying
like we saw the Gentleman,
and weirdness.
that was good enough for me. We saw Ruby and the Gentleman, good enough for me. What
We're gonna go
about
ahead and start
Ford
kind of
and
transitioning into
Crispin Glover? His
the
name isn't
denouement
Crispin Glover, but
period
it's
of this campaign.
I'm brain farting on the name.
So
What's the dude?
as
What was the
this
dude that we sent? That
narrative
we
epilogue
that
begins
we
to kick
sent,
off,
and he was like on an
we're going to
island.
be going around and
Oh my God, I'm
asking
brain
you,
farting
or
on
you
his
telling
name.
me what it is that you still want to attempt to accomplish. It may become quick little roleplay vignettes. It could become a narrative moment with challenges involved or no challenges.
Molly
You can
was
do it
never
alone. You could ask
real.
people to join
Don't
you. You could ask people
do
if you
that
want
to me,
join them.
Michael.
It's your prerogative. But this is the period where
Vandrin.
we
Yes,
get to
Vandrin.
begin to visit the little things or big things that have been on the horizon amongst all this chaos.
I love it. Matt is pretty much
that you have the
saying.
time and the leisure to do.
Matt's pretty much saying right
So-
now. What do you want to do?
Is there anything in particular you guys are hoping to accomplish while you're partying in Nicodranas?
Anything
buy some
particular in
better shit and get a
Nicodranas?
haircut.
I don't
This is
recall.
Easy enough to
I don't
do,
think
yeah,
there's like
yeah.
really
Go ahead
anything
and
too
get
much.
yourself pampered and taken care of.
I mean,
by
yeah,
some of the
we're in a good
finest
city.
Sculptors of hair.
That's nice boots.
Epilogue time,
things
Vandrin. Give it time,
at
Jay.
the,
Where
the
we've
Justin
still
Bieber.
got
What's been going
a
on?
wrap up and a reunion.
Old Edith
Plus,
catches
who
up to you
knows
all,
what
is
future
excited
campaigns
to see
hold.
that you're back.
Vilya
She misses keeping
was
watch
left
on
over
Luke here and there.
from campaign
He's
one.
kind of
Sometimes
like,
plot
"Are you all
threads
going
show
out?"
up later. True dat, Gormley. I didn't know if I said hi to you, Gormley.
been
What
a
is up,
long
my
time
friend?
since I've
Did I
been
miss
out.
anybody? Daniel O'Day, I see.
I can still throw a rug and cut it.
Yeah.
Old Edith is going to party with you
Old
guys as well.
Edith. Old Edith. See, that's one I didn't think
Excited for
about.
that,
I
actually.
remember her.
Oh.
That's great.
I immediately start walking around the house going,
What about
Nugget,
Pumat? Pumat Soul.
Nugget. Nugget.
I totally forgot about Pumat.
Come here, boy.
Pumat is like gotta be part of this. Like we gotta have a frigging
You see
shindig with
appearing
all the
before you
Pumats.
a nearly full-grown
Dog.
blink dog at this point. It was large, like from ground to shoulder, probably about 3.5, 4 feet.
It's a large
and has all
dog.
this slobber that's just like dripping from the mouth, and he has looks like a really expensive cushion, mostly chewed through in his mouth. Going,
That is a large dog.
and just licks up your face as the cushion falls out of it.
Is anybody new in the
And
chat?
you hear two of the
If there's no one new in the chat,
housekeepers of the lavish chateau
we are
rushing down and be like,
doing the 2-hour countdown shot in 2 minutes.
It's like,
2-hour countdown shot in 2 minutes. Anybody new in the chat? Say Jay.
You find one
I'm
good
new in the
area.
chat. It's that easy. If not, we're doing it. Oh, Jesus Christmas.
I'm so glad he's okay.
I'm doing little halfy shots because this is stronger and I don't want to be annihilated
with
in
company
5 minutes.
stroll past the tower to make sure that Yusa has survived his return.
There we go. Yusa. Yusa. That's one of the people I just mentioned.
And towards the night?
Kiri,
Sure.
Orly,
Okay.
Yusa.
So after a bit of drinks and laughter and music and just blowing off this
I mean, it was nice to
incredible
see old
amount of
Edith
steam that
and
you've all been
Blank
building
Dog.
up over the period of this final aspect of your evening.
Makes the most
You all recall.
sense. Too bad I want to
You
see
rush
his
over
reaction
Tide Peak Tower.
to Sam's Campaign 3 character.
As you approach, you do see up towards the top there is
You should look up
a
what
balcony
blink dogs look
that
like,
has
adult
an
blink
open
dogs.
window,
I will
a
check it
dormer
out.
window,
Remind me later.
and
Remind
you
me
can see
later.
a warm
Adult
light from
blink
within.
dogs.
So it would seem at least individual, somebody's home and the lights are on. Eventually you knock on the door and there you see Wensforth, who is eager.
Wensforth.
Of course. I imagine you're here to see the master.
Wensforth was a good dude.
Come.
Always solid.
You'll be eager to say hello.
Lead you upstairs into the kind of what was once
7:02.
the workshop. It seems to have been rearranged.
Ends this.
And
We are at
in
5:02. We're
week or
taking the
so.
2-hour countdown. There's
It's a little
no more
comfortable.
breaks by
There's been
them.
some new furniture.
We might take one,
some
but
new
I don't know
colors
if we
have
have
changed.
to.
And you see Yuso is currently sitting in this
Hype,
large,
gotta
comfortable
watch after
chair
this.
with a small
Calamity is
chalice
great, gives a
to the
lot of
side,
interesting
and
context.
is
I've
reading
seen
through a
it.
book, and as soon as the footsteps
Possum
begin
Lord.
making
Oh,
their
someone
way
probably
up,
said
these
it.
Steps
We've done Calamity. Yes, it's all on.
Closer
That's
to
why.
the
Okay,
Sands
hype.
entrance.
Gotta watch it. All of it's on YouTube. Every
Friends, I was hoping
second
you were going to
of
make it
Calamity.
here. So, you did it.
We are here.
We are here.
We did it.
Talzin's word
There's a
is law. Molly was
for the
never
first
returning.
time since you've
and we
really
never
gotten to see
questioned
an
the
expression
pyramid.
of absolute elation come over him.
I don't believe it.
It's
I won't
this-
believe it.
This almost like a expanding of the
Molly's
chest
real.
at the same time.
If I say so, he's in my
release to the
mind.
body.
He's real enough.
Well then, 'tis a celebration. Goes and takes his chalice and holds it and cheers and.
And it's right at the 2-hour
drinks from
countdown.
it.
Look at
And
this.
As he begins to drink. he
We're gonna
kind of
have a
makes motion
cheers with his
finger,
chalice
and
at
you
the
watch his
2-hour
bottles kind of just
countdown.
off the shelf.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Drifting their way one by one as they've mange-handed down to a display in which you all have drinks poured and a cheers is made.
I didn't see anybody new in the chat, so this
At the
goes
same
out
time, catching up Yusa.
to Amy and David France. Congratulations again. 2 hours left in our Mighty
I certainly didn't
Nine
believe you with what you
campaign
told me,
lives.
you
I know there's
were up
reunions
against
and
it.
stuff
I
like
just
that,
needed to
but
see it for myself.
in the actual campaign itself, we are down to the
It's one of the-
final 2 hours. To Amy and David France,
One of the great
all
weaknesses.
the love and congratulations to you.
Powerful and curious.
I'm gonna let that burn down my throat. I keep forgetting. I keep like using a chaser, and it's
I'm
so
sorry that I put you in
delicious.
any additional danger, but I'm so very thankful that you found me.
It all
I
turned
am
out in
so
the end,
very
right?
thankful we found you too, Yusa.
You've been an incredible ally to us. Saved our skins more than a few times.
Yeah, sorry for
The music
bringing all this trouble to
has
your
this nice
door.
little guitar. I dig it.
You know,
Giving me like a
stealing
Wild
your
Arms kind of feel.
teleportation
Western,
forks,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. we got
rustic
your scrolls
RPG.
and, you know.
Oh, I took this blast scepter as well, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So,
I love that.
99.
I may have taken
Group
this.
of heroic
knuckleheads
Heroic knuckleheads.
traveled beyond the realms and destroyed an apocalyptic living city in the astral sea. And no one is the wiser.
The happiest of
Usinos.
accidents.
That's all we care about, that Usinos.
It's quite a shame.
Yeah.
Use is going to be
Interesting
like,
topic
I'm going to let
conversation
everyone
between
know.
colleagues, though.
Which colleagues?
The
Well,
Tal'dorei
you've met some of my
Council.
friends already. In fact, I believe you owe a few items
Yeah.
that you were lent.
I had intended to return it in person. Are you suggesting that you could do that for us?
I could, but you can do it in person as well.
Let's do it in person. I
saying
want to
is-
see this.
Maybe there won't be celebration in the streets. Not anytime soon. But don't think your deeds will go unnoticed by those who matter.
Beautiful. That's all I care about. I just want the people who
It's
matter
more
to know.
consolation, I
People
suppose.
that could help us in the future. People that can maybe give
You may be
us
surprised.
500,000 gold coins.
And fans you might make across Exandria when word gets around of what you've accomplished.
I mean, we're
I mean, I'm not greedy.
We're just humble.
500,000 is reasonable.
a group of
I'm
adventurers.
not asking for a lot. That's
It's not why
nothing.
we're doing this, you know.
Who's this one, by the way? I don't think we've met.
Oh,
Kingsley,
I'm
he's
just
royalty.
visiting. It's really just pretend I'm not here.
it's
The newest-
complicated.
Newest member of the band.
Welcome. And my name is Yusa Arenis. This is my tower. And you are?
I'm Kingsley, and you are very rich. This has been a bit intimidating.
Oh, smoke and mirrors.
I am Kingsley,
Very nice.
and you are very rich. Got a
Get
weird
used
way
to it.
about him.
Stay as long as you
I
like.
mean, he was
The
just
drinks are
dead,
on me.
and then not speaking right.
Come, there is much to celebrate. As Yusa offers and guides you through a night of celebration within his tower, or if you would like to try and convince him to join you for a continued night on the town outside of it,
Yes,
that is your call.
let us do this.
I attempt to ask for the
I would definitely say have
sphere.
you say.
back. I would very
Not a surprise, boy.
That's great.
to do much of the same homework that you have done. And I don't need to keep it forever. I just want to learn more. I don't even want to go in it.
How about this?
Yes.
We can study it in tandem.
Pass it back and forth.
You can come here to study. After all, to properly do so, you require a facility.
That is true.
Matt's
I merely
face
want access.
was
I don't
amazing.
want
I
to take it
agree.
away
And
from
there's a chance we are going to
can
do
look at it
critical
together.
campaign 1
Very well.
from E1 instead of the
Plus, there's an
Briarwood arc
excellent
for
fish market
Shireen.
across the
Kingsley
street.
being intimidated by wealth is interesting.
It's true.
Downfall is definitely part
Yeah,
of
strong
campaign
smell.
3.
Great tacos.
Indeed.
Yep. Technically,
No.
it's episode 99 to 101. It's going.
Then we have an
part
accord.
of- I mean, there's a lot of things I missed.
Excellent. Well,
As the night carries on,
As we leave there, I'm just gonna thank Wenceforth. for
Wenceforth
all
is
his
like
help.
glorious. Yeah, he was always
Give
very
me a
nice. He always would
kiss
help
on the
us.
cheek.
Oh, aye, son.
He would always
barged
kind of
in
like
many times and
overstep
was
to
very
help
rude,
us.
so-
He could have gotten in trouble.
That's all right.
We could have been screwing him
take a
over. He
Celebum.
took a chance on us.
Thank you. That's very, very nice.
You're a good goblin.
You're a good halfling.
Beth, are you trying to sneak out?
No, I'm just saying goodbye to the Dobby.
I'm
On that
saying
note, I am
goodbye
gonna
to
try to
Dobby.
sneak out. Ask Ford if he wants to sneak out.
Yeah.
Come on, I want to show you something.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Take
I don't know
him
if you guys
across
can hear
town,
it, but Coco is snoring behind
Down
me.
the street from the lavish.
Like, she
sector.
every now and then
That's where I
she's,
used
like,
to sneak out to
snorting.
when I lived here.
Because she's
I'm gonna
snoring
climb
so
up to the
loud.
top
It's
of
like a
water
snort.
tower.
And you could hear her, like, almost like she's farting.
We're not going to get in trouble, are we?
No.
I don't. I don't.
I'd like you both roll stealth checks for me, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him the blessing of the trickster.
Thank you. What does that mean?
Like she's going like,
Good.
but it's like it literally sounds like an old lady farting behind me.
15.
Is it?
15.
15? You feel pretty confident you weren't followed necessarily,
Okay.
or at least noticed. So.
You. Look. You have to see the moon from up here. I'm gonna take him to the
I'm
top of the
wondering if
water
you can see
tower.
her belly
This is
move.
where I used to come.
She's so stationary.
You know. I
You
lived
can't see
here and
anything.
I didn't really have any friends, and I would dream about leaving the city. I would look out on the ocean and think about all the places I could go.
Did you ever scratch your name or doodle anything up here?
Oh, yeah. And all on the other side, there's like a whole bunch of dick drawings.
Shit.
And...
You can see
Dick
the
drawings
evolution
galore.
of the
Sorry,
dick.
the arcade.
It becomes more refined with time.
They were saying that. Don't worry. I
wonder
just
if
had to
was
text
ever
back the arcade.
sitting up here and saw your ship go by without even knowing.
I bet.
32 is the next shot. We're doing one every 30
Speaking
minutes,
of-
unless someone new is in the chat. If anyone is new in the chat, say what's up. Otherwise, every 30 minutes, a shot will happen. 32 is the next one.
I think I want to check in on.
There we go. Vandrin is one of my tops.
Yeah, I mean,
top 5
I
things
knew
to
we were
do.
going to be successful.
Vandrin, Orly, Kiri.
Victorious and
Yusa
totally
was one of them.
back.
Yusa's already
But
happening.
I know that he's happy and well, but
My fifth
have to
is
close that
Artie.
chapter.
We better see Artagan one more time.
Would you come with me?
That's my top 5. Yusa already happened.
Of course.
I need to know about
if being on
Vandrin.
the
We've
scene
talked
is of
about
any
Vandrin
interest
since
to you,
the beginning.
or if you want to stay in Nicodranus because you can now, and I would totally understand. That is my favorite place to be. I love it out there. And I feel like there's so much that we could see and share, and besides, fucking Docto is out there and we spent less than 1 day on it. That can't stand.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
I would love to go out there with you. I would love to meet Vandrin.
This is amazing.
We could make this our port.
Old Nicodranus.
Yeah.
Nicodranus is our port. And Ford and Jester sailing the open seas, going to visit Vandrin.
Really
But, like,
beautiful.
is that going to even happen? Like, they're saying they want to do it, but is there enough time to even
There's
go
always
find
one
him?
person.
I feel like it's going to be, like, unspoken.
With your mom?
I mean, it's free room and board, you know, somewhere to stay.
Or, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could get our own place.
Look at Laura's face.
I mean,
Laura's
only
face is
because
great.
Sharing the financial burden would be a smart move in these post-Aeorian times.
That's hilarious.
Just think about it.
I don't know who's
You don't
she
have to
looking
answer
at.
now.
Is she looking at all of us, or is she just looking at the cameras? Because she's got
mean,
a glorious face.
You know, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. No.
They're
don't say
always so
anything.
awkward
I can't modify
together.
memory. I don't have-
Modify memory. They're both just so ridiculous about their
Yes.
feelings for one another.
Yes. That sounds like a really wonderful idea.
Cool.
Cool. They're literally like high school kids. And the fact they're really husband and wife
I'm
is
really
even
glad
more hilarious.
That everything happened the way it did.
Yeah. Me too.
We're snuggling.
There's a lot of bird shit up here now, though.
Oh, well, come on.
She snuggles in. It's getting all like romantical, and he's like, a lot of bird shit, huh?
What about the bird shit?
Don't worry about the bird shit. Exactly. Like, what are we talking about here? We're getting all sweet and cute, and then you're like, yep,
You can
how
just
about that
barely
bird
see
shit?
off on the distance, the outline on the
How
right,
about that
see
bird shit,
the
everybody?
edge of the port, the outline of the 9 heroes boat.
That was cute. That was a cute, lovely moment.
So,
I half feel like Laura made that
if anybody
face
else
because
has
she
something
was
they want to do here in
even
Macedonia
thrown off by
for
the
night
fact
to
that
finish it off,
Travis went there as a
who would
character.
you like to be the first? Begin to take the next step.
As the night draws to a close, I'll just say my goodbyes to everyone, because I suppose you'll leave in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like Veth is
I don't trust Astrid
leaving.
and Beowulf.
Well, good luck. I'm sure you'll all do great and clear our names and everything. It's been wonderful spending time with all of you. I know I'll see you again. I hope I'll see you guys, if you'll come visit. Ford, either way.
I hope I see all of you again. Ford, it's fine if I never see your face again.
Yeah. Jester, when you come back, I'd like can you tattoo me at some point? One tattoo of Luke. Like, not a picture. I think that's...
We should go to Orly and have it done. So we can say hi to the giant turtle
I'm
man.
worried that, it'll be a little...
Practice tattooing, okay?
Okay,
yeah,
do some
portrait of a tattoo can turn out
But it
real
could
bad.
just be a word, too. That's fine.
Just of Luke.
Not a full back of Luke's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, I just
A
don't want
full
it to be
back,
like,
kind of like
Really well.
I know, but...
That's my boy.
Actually, I had something I
the
wanted to
plane
give to
guy.
you.
I got a
I'm gonna
tattoo
pull
of
out-
tattoo.
I'm
It's
gonna
the
pull out
plane
a painting that
guy.
I've been working on at Caduceus's cemetery. It's a painting of your family.
Oh.
That you can hang above your fireplace, I just...
Oh, that's so nice.
Guarantee you there's dicks in it.
It's really good.
I know it's a
Is it
family
really
portrait.
good? It's really good, right?
I bet you it's a family
Make a D20 check
portrait
and add your
that has dicks all over it,
dexterity
because
and-
I would not
dexterity or performance.
put it past Jester to do that
Your
to
call.
anything.
Hold on, let me look at what I got. This is dexterity. Oh no, what if it sucks? I swear she's a good artist. I think. We'll find out.
It's abstract if it sucks.
Such an interesting...
All right, here we go. What is it?
Yeah.
That's 15.
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Pretty good. 15. I mean, and she is artistic, so like I feel like a 15 would be really good. Like if you sucked, maybe a 15 would be like okay.
The proportion.
But she is like an artist.
I didn't used to paint people mostly. I would paint objects. Of course.
Dicks.
Oh, and I'll have fun hunting for any hidden features.
Hidden features.
that might be
There are definitely some.
good. It's
Definitely
not like magic paint. It's not going to come
dicks.
alive.
It's like the
and
Little
terrify
Mermaid.
us at night or anything.
You gotta, like, little kids couldn't find it. But you could find some dick towers in there.
But it is like one of those magic paintings where if you stare at it long enough and cross your eyes,
can
you'll
see
see
the space
something
shuttle.
else.
You'll see the spaceship.
Well, we'll see each other again. And I'll just sort of excuse myself and just pull Caleb aside and just...
Our special Caleb goodbye.
We've traveled a long road together, you and me. And I don't know what to say. I'm so proud of you, When we met, we were, in jail. And yeah. And
When we
also
met,
sort of
we were
trapped in our own
jailed criminals.
funks of, me and my body and you and your guilt. But you helped me, and I'll always be grateful. And I'd like to think that we helped you. We all tried our best to help you out of...
He just scoops her up and stands, lifting her, and gives her the biggest, strongest hug that he's able to with his measly strength. and says, "You are my best friend in this world. You found me at my lowest. And now we are here. You did that. Veth the Brave."
My God, I haven't heard that in forever. The brave part, I almost
did it
like totally
together.
forgot about the brave part.
And because this is the end of a chapter, if I may, I'd like to make a wish. I'd like you to finally step out of the cell that you're in. You've been trapped by your past for so long. And you know, we all tried to help you out of it.
Sweet, sweet, sweet chaos nonsense.
There's some
sweet,
locks
sweet,
that
sweet.
even I can't pick, but you can. If you take the step and walk away from everything that you regret and all your sins, and realize how good a person you are and how much you matter to everyone around you, you can have an amazing life. The past made you who you are, but it doesn't control you.
This is like the greatest speech
Because
Veth
of it,
has ever given.
You brought us together. And because of it, we had this amazing journey together. So, yes, you've convinced me I'm brave. But you are mighty. And you should go forth and be happy.
You and the Nine got me to the door. Now I have to walk through it. I will.
I'll
Soon.
watch.
Soon.
I'll watch.
Good luck.
I'm gonna watch it happen. I watched the
I will
original
take your halfling
streams,
luck.
but when I went back for a
I don't need
rewatch,
it.
I skipped like 20 or so episodes.
It's true.
I'll give him a kiss on his arm and a kiss on his chin. Well, get going.
I'll see you again
I know.
very soon. Okay. He kind of shakes as he walks away.
I felt like that would
Chaos
be
Crew?
the Chaos Crew. Chaos Crew? Chaos Crew. Oh my god, we're all uniting with the Chaos Crew.
3 are doing different things.
Yeah, all three of you are doing different things, hence the Chaos Crew. Because it's the Chaos Crew. Everyone does a different thing. I mean, you couldn't want it any different. I mean, that's perfect. Even if it wasn't planned, that is perfect. Like and subscribe if you haven't, everybody. We're almost to 25. We're like one like away
As the night-
from
as the dark
25,
close
halfway to the
and all
50
begins to
mark.
Find yourselves. Preparing for the
I
end.
honestly, I thought the Veth and Caleb thing would be cute,
You
but
came
not as
first.
emotional because Sam is just so
Kind of.
wacky.
Enjoying this new experience that is drunkenness that you swear you've heard so much about.
Captain, sir, Captain.
Aye, ahoy. Yep.
I heard you
Captain.
talking to Joy Buzzer. What's her name?
Joy Buzzer.
Jester?
Jester.
Oh, yeah.
I heard you talking to Joy
Remember
Buzzer.
that one.
I like it.
Shocking and comical. You have a ship?
We do have a ship.
So, quick confession. For most of my life, I've wanted to be a pirate.
So is Kingsley going to be our crew
Most of your life.
member?
Since I heard you had a
Our
ship.
shipmate? I've wanted to be a pirate ever since
So,
I known you had a ship.
I don't know if you need crew or something like that, or otherwise. I could learn, obviously. I think I can learn, probably learn, but Captain Kingsley. I mean, not right away.
We'll work on the positions.
Captain,
Oh,
hey,
I'm willing to work,
hey
but
Captain, can I
need the
join your
experience.
crew and immediately become captain? He said
Yes.
in
Have
time,
you
but
courage?
I mean, there can only
Probably.
be one captain.
Don't hit me.
Be on me crew.
Oh, that'll do.
Of course, we'd love to have you.
I'll give you a tattoo. You can be a real member.
Yeah, you have to bleed to get on the ship.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. Clearly have no problem with that.
Clearly.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the future. And And I hope I deserve to woken up surrounded by such people.
Well, that was unexpected.
I'm excited for you. A lot of stuff can happen out there.
Ooh, I think you're gonna really like Dark Pill.
Yeah. You might
Sam
actually
makes
need
me
a
weep
pirate
more
name.
than anyone else. Spoiler-free chat. Who
Kingsley Tea Leaf is
spoils?
a great
There is no
thing
spoil.
to
I didn't see
it,
any
but-
spoils. You forget
Sure.
Sam and Liam
Kingsley
are
the cutthroat.
basically
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll work on
Pirate
it.
King?
The Pirate King.
the Pirate King. Yeah, King. I did not expect Kingsley to want to join.
I'm
Jester
not,
and
the
Ford's
name person around
crew.
here, you know. But I really like.
I'm
this idea
expecting
for
Bo
you.
and Yasha
Kingsley.
to go off together.
It's at this moment, Kingsley, that you get rocked hard on the shoulder by a group of and other somewhat drunken individuals that are just kind of
What is
pushing
happening?
through the
What is
street
happening
with
here?
the
Why do I
glass.
feel like something
Everything
crazy is about to
Kingsley
happen?
was like, "Who the fuck?"
Who is it? Is it someone we know? Is it one of the guys from like the fighting?
Send me a face. And you go,
Is it the bandits?
I was gonna say, is it them?
"We are so sorry."
It's the bandits again. That is hilarious. Immediately, that's who I was like, oh my god, that'd be hilarious if it was them.
You have a lot of nerve coming back here after what you've done.
And he has no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Make a great pirate.
I thought either it was the bandits
Excellent.
or it was gonna be
Get you a
like
cutlass.
Kingsley broke into like
no, I
some
got some
crazy fighter that he didn't even know he was kind of thing. Like when you have like memory lapse, but you like almost like a Jason Bourne thing. I thought it was gonna be like a Jason Bourne thing, and Kingsley was gonna like handle
Oh, wait a
these
minute,
dudes.
is this
But then I'm like,
still planning on coming
it's
in
probably
again?
more likely people we've
Rex and
encountered
Tom, those
before,
were indigo
aka
girls. I've had
the
a lot of
bandits.
Yes, I mean that's the security threat of all security
Zenny.
threats. But once you've made your deposit, you two are the brains and the books, and that
Yeah.
might be it.
The brains
Once
of the
that's taken
books,
care
and
of
that
and
might
we
be
can-
it.
I can let my mom.
The
know she can go
syphilis
home.
bandits.
That's pretty much.
I'm
it.
not spoiling anything.
I don't mind
Sam's
taking this legal
silliness
battle. I
is
think
such
it's
a
gonna be
huge
little bit more drawn out
juxtaposition
for a little bit.
to his serious moments.
All right.
So, yeah, see, that's
Courtroom's boring.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe just.
I totally get it.
escort us
But it's
back
like I feel
for
like
a
I
few days
keep
then.
thinking I'm gonna laugh at things Sam
Take it
says.
from
That
there.
when he's being serious,
Yeah.
I like don't think it's gonna last long. So like I'm always like waiting to
stay.
burst into
Get
laughter.
the ship ready if you
So
need
if he actually is being sincere, I'm like I don't trust it almost. Like I'm like he's gonna do something.
Orly
Yeah, we
should
have
still
Orly
be
and
with
everything?
me.
Orly,
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah, well, I'll write him up a letter to take to port to send to Orly with an introduction.
think
I'll send a
Marius-
message to Orly.
Orly, here we go.
Orly,
I said I wanted.
It's me. There's a purple guy coming to join
Even if
the
we just
crew.
get to
His
hear
name
his
is
voice through Matt Mercer, I'm
Kingsley the
content.
Cutthroat.
Kingsley the Cutthroat.
Make him feel at home. And we're
5.
also gonna join you.
Oh, we got it. We got it. We're in.
I was sleeping.
oh yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
Shit.
But I can't deny the joy of hearing your voice.
I just said the same thing. I just want to hear Orly's voice. That's all I care about.
I'll be keeping an eye out.
I love Orly.
I love Orly too. I love him too. One of my favorites.
Okay.
All right.
So wait, you're staying here?
That was easy. That was quick and fast. I got my Orly. I still wouldn't be surprised if we see
I've
more
gotta
of him
Get started on
towards
whatever this
the
is.
end. But I got my Yusa. I got my Orly. I
mean,
want Artigan.
Thank you all.
I would love to see Kiri.
Really.
I honestly think
my
if
life.
anything, we're not going to see Kiri. I feel like Kiri is
But
too
I
random.
figure I better get to using it. Angel,
Angel.
Yasha.
Yeah.
Not now, but in the future. I'd like to hear about your friend later, once I know me better.
I would love that.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you back.
It's nice to be here.
You know what I mean.
I do.
Do you?
I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Kingsley.
We also got to do
yeah,
a Bo's
true.
dad and her family. I wonder if that's going to come. That's probably going to come into play.
Scribbles, that's great.
I feel like we're going to have a lot to do with Liam's, like, going back and Bo's going back.
You know, I'm the captain's first mate. So, it's gonna take you a while before you can get to, you know, my status, but I think in my stead, you know, just treat him with respect, okay? He's earned every single bit of it. Do what the captain tells you, okay?
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course.
And here, on that note, I reach in and I grab my first diary. That's the full transcript to all of my reflections of when I was with Molly, when we were with Molly. When you're ready, I'll look at it now, but this might inform you a little bit on who he was.
It'll be a while, but I'll take it.
And I apologize for any insults or terrible things that I might have written in there, a little snarky, especially back then. We butted heads a lot.
Happy to keep reminding you it wasn't. I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
I'm happy
No,
to
it's-
keep reminding you I
it's
do
good.
not take any
All right.
insult on it because
Thank
I
you.
don't know who you were
Just
talking
hand me
about.
the book.
Well,
See you soon.
see you soon. Start getting things ready.
So long, circus man.
Magic Man,
So long, circus man.
looking good. Give him a little slap on the shoulder and quick one on the butt and make my way out.
Slap on the shoulder and a quick one on the butt.
Perfect. Okay. As you begin to gather your things.
All right,
and
so
you
we're
say
like
good day,
we're like separating. We're
eventually
like
you make
splitting
your
off.
way to
Making my way. Oh my god! I was like, what is
arriving
happening?
at Rexentrum, carrying Master Trent Ickathon, one of the top members of the Cerberus Assembly, in shackles
And dick drawings.
and dick drawings.
Carrying one of the top
He can't
members
see
of
the
the
dick
Cerberus
drawings.
Assembly.
They're hidden.
He knows.
Oh, just he
his
knows?
hands. He just
That's all he.
there.
It's just his little secret.
Just his little secret. It's just
It's his
Trent's little
pajamas.
secret. No one else can see these dick drawings unless they really investigate. We're not. Let's
you
not be
bring
crazy here.
Him and
We don't
your
want dick
information
drawings that
to-
all can see.
to-
Shave and a
Honey,
haircut.
I'm home.
2 bits.
The Rexentrum Archive.
Yeah.
All right. Quickly enough, the various archivists assemble and call forth the High Curator. That's what it is. Udalafon.
Udalafon. Here we
As
go.
they go ahead and meet you in the familiar chamber where you've had previous conversations. Yes. Right. Welcome. Expositor Beauregard. You requested my presence.
I've learned magic on my trip. Do you want to see?
Of course.
And I just opened the basket that we got from Caduceus that we put Trent in. Abracadabra! Ta-da!
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
We reveal Trent in a
What have you
basket.
done?
I learned magic. Abracadabra.
Let's-
Here's Trent Ickathon.
And you do. And you inform Udalafon extensively
What a way to reveal it.
of the corruption that you've uncovered, both within the Cerberus Assembly and within your experiences specifically with Trent Ickathon.
detailing your story. And along with it, the written tales of Astrid and Adolf. Yudolafan spends the majority of this time stunned. And the stun
Ask Teal.
turns into...
Maybe they'll draw
tension.
you something. Don't want fanfic. I've
which then turns into focus.
read a Womp, Molly Caleb fic.
And you can see the look of an individual who is very...
I want to see it played.
Very keen on rooting out.
He's earned the respect for the things they know about,
Such
and it's
terrible
cemented through the actions they don't know. Captain Ford Stone.
The initial shock and surprise of Trent Ickathon's reveal turns into an extremely cold connection as Yudolafan looks to Trent. Master Ickathon.
Master Ickathon.
I, the High Curator, find you in severe contempt of Imperial law. While I cannot judge you independently, the full weight of the library of the Cobalt Soul will stand to see you tried for all the terrible things you have wrought. Your tale will be marred and burned, and the rest of your days will be spent in a hole.
Or should we have just killed him?
I can guarantee it.
I mean, this is way better. We were talking about this yesterday. It's way better to not kill the person and let them suffer.
Intensity fades back to
and
the
rot
controlled
in a hole and then have their legacy tarnished for all eternity. Like, if you just straight up kill them, it ain't gonna have the impact. It'll maybe give you satisfaction temporarily. But this is the way we do it.
All of us.
Let him burn in a hole. Well, not burn, because then he dies. Let him rot in a hole.
But would you all also say that this mind before you, this expositor, was responsible for putting these threads together?
Yeah, it was all her.
I don't think it could have happened without her.
Yeah.
Scribbles.
She's kind of a genius.
Kind of a genius.
So we are learning. And thank you.
Connecting the dots ever since we met her.
And thank you. Do you prefer Bren or Caleb?
I feel like Caleb.
What you will.
I mean, like,
Thank you, Caleb.
I guess you don't want to hide from
For
your
lending your
past
experience.
kind of thing, but I feel like Caleb is the way we've been rolling. Why go back to Bren?
To what will be a very damning account.
If the cycle can be broken, then it will have been worth it.
With luck, this is just the beginning.
Let the
And
wheel in the sky keep
With a
on
little bit of
turning.
misfortune, I think it is.
Who sings that song? Wheel in the sky keep on turning.
I'm ready for it, though.
And there's much work to be done, expositor. It'll be hard.
I'm adding more Gatorade.
It'll be dangerous. It will be grueling and disappointing at times.
I'm gonna put this one in.
But if you
now.
prevail,
The peach one.
if we prevail,
I'm mixing it with the
perhaps we
Gatorade.
can give hope to those who cannot protect themselves from such tyranny.
I'm ready.
Very well.
Ready.
In the following days, clandestine meetings are beginning to be held within the library of the
Clandestine
Cobalt Soul.
meetings, everybody. We're also
Other
down
expositors and archivists trusted
to pretty much the last
beneath
hour and
Yudolafan
20 minutes.
to begin the slow.
Should we do a shot, everybody? Who's in here?
A careful process.
I feel like we're
of
missing a
developing
lot of
new
people. Should we do a shot? Anybody new in the chat? New people in the
investigators.
chat? We're gonna do a shot
Specifically,
We've got dragon whiskey here. Dragon
To eventually
whiskey.
undermine and dismantle the Cerberus assembly.
Ooh.
If we need any subcontractors, I know a good detective agency.
Very good. Perhaps you will be in
A
touch.
good detective agency. I caught that.
I think with time, Caleb would also push. This is probably
A
already wrapped
good
up in, as you
detective
said, but for
agency.
the
I don't know if we ever saw Ninja Master.
dismantling of
I know
the
it's Sushi
old
Day for
circle.
Ninja.
And
We're at 25
the
likes.
hopes
Like
of-
and subscribe
of
if you haven't.
advising and establishing something
Clever.
something
This is
better.
for Clever. Clever.
Wardens.
New
instead of
person,
judge, jury,
likely
and executioner.
never seen this channel before. So high.
That might be something you need to take up with the.
Oh my god.
Martinet.
Rata.
That's a bit of a
Ratatosk?
sticky wicket.
Ratatosk? Is it
He's going to be
Ratatosk?
made aware of this
Clark?
very soon.
Ratatosk? I might be saying that wrong, but you are definitely new.
Would you
So
prefer us to be the
hello, I
ones to
said
break
it.
the news?
You did it right at the right time. Cheers to Ratatosk Clark.
Very well.
I feel like that makes sense. Cheers to you.
Can you offer us protection in this time? Specifically, those members who are not here, who might suddenly have a target painted on their backs.
Ooh, that one's good, Mike. Little
one who is-
peach.
Unknown.
Anyone within this account?
That peach one is glorious.
I'll ask around. It should be able to be done.
Thank you.
If you didn't know,
Like that.
Ratatosk, I hope I'm saying your name
Task
right.
forces
Michael,
begun.
one of my moderators, gave me this glorious bottle last night. At like midnight, he came to my house so that we could have
Ickathon
shots during the live
is then
stream.
presented by the full force of the Library of the Cobalt Soul before the crown
Trent Ickathon.
and King Dwendal.
King Dwendal is back as well.
He is shown for all the terrible things that he has done. No word publicly comes of what his punishment was. But privately, you know that he sits
Focus time, everybody.
in the deepest and darkest dungeon in Rexentrim. Unable to
Deepest,
talk
darkest.
or move his hands. Force-fed and left to think
Force fed. Can't move his hand. I mean, you can't move your hands if you're a magic guy.
and think and think. Shortly thereafter,
Arkham Asylum. Yeah, literally, that's what I was thinking. What is the movie I'm thinking
shortly
where
thereafter,
as soon as they let the magic guy use his hands, he's like, bah! Like there's like a movie
you
like that.
are met
He's like, please.
by the Martinet, Ludinus Deleth, who approaches you specifically, Caleb.
There is no sympathy for evil magic men.
Caleb
The Martinet, Ludinesque.
It has been spoken of in Imperial circles that you were largely responsible for uprooting and deposing Master Trent Ickathon. Is this true?
I cannot claim the credit on my own.
You were once a protege of his, and was to be trained as a Volstrucker, then of your own accord.
Volstrucker
after
is
brief
such a
stay in
cool word.
Sanitarium.
Brief.
Managed to get involved in quite a few things, and to be quite frank, proved to be a sufficient, if not exceptional, crafter of the arcane arts. Is this true?
To a degree.
Are you
I'll
not
say it
partially
again.
responsible
Be gone,
for the
icky thought.
current peace we now see between the Empire and the Kreen dynasty?
That is true. Myself and the Mighty Nine. The other 8. And I. Yes.
There is a vacancy now within the Assembly.
Do we take the position? I think we should.
We
I
have
don't know.
need
Should
of a
we?
proven, capable wizard.
I mean, it would be the right thing to do to
Take
take
up
the
the
position,
mantle,
but
man.
do you want that
Enjoy our rings.
that responsibility?
Individual of prominence.
Do you
who's
want to
making a name
give
of
your
himself.
life to the cause?
Who has proven to be useful to the Empire and loyal to the ideals of the Crown.
Ow.
I'm extending to you the opportunity to become one of us?
Gooble gobble one of us. Whenever I hear Volstricker, I think of Nothing But Trouble.
I do.
With the song Bone
Unfortunately,
Ripper.
have several other things on my plate,
Volstricker.
and must regretfully
Pass on your offer.
Pass
I
on.
would too. I ain't about that.
good luck filling the vacancy, Martin.
I mean, I get it. It wouldn't be wrong to take the position, but I don't want that. After everything that happened, I'd be like, I'm
Sure.
good, sir. I mean, I understand I can make a difference,
Can do
but
it.
I'm good. Thank you. I wouldn't take it either.
See you
Good
soon.
on you, Caleb. If you did take it, it wouldn't be wrong.
Continues walking.
It depends on who you are and what you want to do with your life. I'd
Stop
be
for a
like,
few weeks
no.
before you hear word of the newly inducted member of the Cerberus Assembly.
Who is it? Oh, is it Astrid?
A familiar name.
Astrid.
Master Astrid Beck.
Bam! See, we gave
Following the
Astrid the
footsteps
position. Even
of her
better.
previous mentor.
We not only neglected or
The first Volstrak to rise
rejected,
above her ranks.
but Astrid
Even
got
a
it. So
different
without us
kind
turning it
of
down,
capability
Astrid wouldn't have.
To the
I'm all about that. And Astrid, we know, has
Thoroughly.
turned to the good. And Astrid is
Within a
about
few
that
weeks, you
life.
are called
Astrid's
to
about that
Zadash.
life. Let Astrid do it. I'm good with it.
to preside within the King's
Congratulations.
Hall under the judgment of Lawmaster Orentha Stonegrasp, overseen by the High Richter Dolan Thrime.
Dolan Thrime. Yes, we are down to under an hour and 20 minutes.
I love you.
I love you.
The High Richter Dolan Thrime
Dolan
recognizes you upon
Thrime.
arrival and greets you. You recognize Dolan as the individual who him and his husband Horace.
Yeah, we helped him escape the city.
We
The event
helped
is also
him
attended by the High Curator
escape the city.
Loman Ture.
I remember.
Of
I do remember
the
this.
Zadash Archive of the Cobalt Soul, as well as the High Curator Udala Fan. Expositor Dyron is the primary prosecutor on the behalf of the Library of the Cobalt Soul.
Dyron.
Horace is also present. It takes not but a couple of days. The arguments are damning. When it eventually comes to your time to speak, there isn't an unclenched, angry fist in the house. Your father is brought to speak on the stand.
Here we go. Father is here.
And
I assumed so
try as
much.
you might to defend his actions.
These are things
and
like I felt had to happen.
morality that he wishes to uphold, and the reasoning, the good for his daughter. You can't help but notice the shift in the power dynamic between the wealthy and respected Lionett family owner and the extremely respected expositor Beauregard Lionett.
Extremely respected. Way more respect than the dad,
The
according
father
to Matt's
sees a brief
terminology.
stint of jail time, as well as some fines.
As he walks out of the courtroom after being tried, he's being escorted out. I pop off my expositor badge and just palm it in his hand as he's walking out. Give this to TJ for me.
Beauregard, I
And then I just turn away.
TJ.
just kind of clutches it and is taken away.
I'm surprised TJ wasn't seen.
Until eventually, at the end of the trial, the words that reach your ears, in trepidation and elation. Adon Zenoth is found guilty of bribery and corruption, kidnapping and conspiracy under the laws of the Crown and the Library of the Cobalt Soul. His granted estate is forfeited to the library. He is to be jailed within the Umber Dungeon of Zadash for a minimum of 35 years. And he is barred from holding any office or position of management within Imperial lands for the remainder of his days.
I was gonna say, I don't even know if that needs to be spoken. The guy's going to jail for 35 years, and he can't. I would hope he couldn't be holding any positions of power. He's lucky he's alive. I would have killed his ass. Well, no, let him rot for 35 years. That's fine. He'll be like a real old moron when he gets
So
out.
strange to hear it spoken.
Xenoth is out.
Like it's suddenly real.
Dad is down. Trent Ickathon's down. Where's TJ? I would like to see TJ.
It's very real. so proud of you. You're so strong.
We accomplished so much in such a short time there. We dealt with Caleb's situation and Bo's situation in like 20 minutes. I thought there was going to be a lot more
feels like to be
time.
broken for you. Of your mind being controlled.
Yeah.
We did like the whole Empire Kids saga. Very wrap up quickly.
Just give her
But
a
I mean,
big
it
kiss
works.
And just pull her in.
Are they going to run off together? We're going to have them run off together? I mean, Yasha's still got some things, right? We got to settle Yasha. Or, I mean, is she content? I feel like Yasha's got some wrapping up.
In the time that you are getting ready in the morning to leave on your ship and making your path.
Making your path, I was going to say, you set yourself up for that one, Mr. Matt Mercer.
You will.
How is everybody doing? We have a little break here.
streets as
That
you
was
head
an
towards the dark,
amazingly
you can see
quick but yet efficient
flags and
wrap up for the
sails
Empire
of
Kids.
The 9 heroes.
There might be a little more, but I
blasting in
think
the
that
wind,
pretty much took care of everything
the
I
bright
needed.
daylight,
I want Artigan,
the
Kiri.
somewhat
That's all I really want
cloudless
left right now. Artigan and
horizon
Kiri.
before you, the ocean waves
I don't think
crashing
we're
on the
gonna get
rocks below.
Kiri, but
Can't
Artigan,
help
I
but
feel like
smile.
we're gonna. Our
And you feel a
tagging.
tug at your arm from the nearby alley. You glance over, and you see there, also billowing in the wind, the green cloak,
Yeah, motherfucker! I knew it was coming.
the hood half pulled back.
I
as the
called it. I
large
fucking
orange
know it. I'm
moon
like, this has got to be
Martin
Artie
the
coming.
Traveler
There's no way
holds
they're
your
doing
eye.
this without Artie. This is one of my most wanted moments.
It's certainly been a very interesting journey, hasn't it?
He's been my favorite, one of my favorites, the whole time.
We saw a lot of shit.
He might be
sure.
dipping though. Why do I feel like he's dipping?
It's so strange. Classically, mortal life is so brief and dull and spoken of from the perspective of my folk for ages as toys. Why are you so different? It makes no sense. Really. It's frustrating.
I have a feeling this is like goodbye.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry I couldn't be the god you wanted me to be.
I never wanted you to be a god.
You wanted me to be a savior.
I wanted you to be my friend. And you were.
Yes, I was.
I also wanted you to teach me how to do really cool shit and do cool shit.
Agreed.
And give me cool shit. And I gave you cool shit.
Yes? Did I?
You really
Love
did.
it.
Right, okay.
You really do.
No, I did all right.
You
I'm not
really
too
do.
bad.
Wait,
No,
why
no,
are we?
really
Wait a
go
minute.
on.
Wait. Stop.
Their relationship is
Why are
phenomenal.
you talking about it like it's in past tense? We're getting ready to get on this boat.
Are we?
Yes?
Is Artie coming? Hey, he's acting like
What's he
he's
doing?
sticking around. Yeah, I feel like he's saying goodbye. See, she's
consider
thinking
you
the
a
same
close
thing.
friend, and we haven't
She's
spoken
thinking
in
the
a
same
bit.
thing. I feel like he's
He's been
saying goodbye, or
crazy.
he's going
I-
to the Fey world forever or something. No, see, he's doing something.
I'm feeling that wanderlust again.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it's not boredom. It's just, you know, when you eat the same meal over and over again, and
Yeah.
eventually you're just like, I just want anything but this.
Yeah, it's
not that
like
it's
so good, but at the same time you're like, oh, I'm so sick of this
a
flavor.
delicious meal, but
Yeah.
eventually you just want to change it up a bit.
Am I the meal?
No.
Am I the
You
meal?
know, that analogy was extremely.
It kind of
offensive,
is,
I
in
apologize.
general, the whole meal, everything, I think.
No,
Maybe she's part of it, but that was adorable.
I don't know. Our
Am I the
experience on
meal?
Rumblecusp kind of shook something in me, and I.
That's like a great shirt. Jester,
I'm just
am I the
considering
meal?
what other unique ventures out there could use the attention of someone like me. That doesn't mean I'm going anywhere.
Okay.
I mean, and he kind of lifts his finger a bit, and you hear the on your shoulder. Sprinkle isn't going anywhere. Trust me, you can certainly try. He'll be there the next day.
Got me.
I'll always be around and eager for an adventure or two with you, or the chance to deface sacred places together.
You still haven't shown me the Pharaoh.
That's true.
Can we visit?
I want to go there so bad.
Visit one time?
Well, I will say it.
We should get one visit.
It's
Come
very
on.
hard to come back after that.
Oh,
So
maybe.
at least come to me when you're supremely bored of this place, and then I'll show it to you. Because then you come back and go, oh look, yes, it's as I remember.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, it's probably better we don't
I
go.
also want you to know. It feels good to be looked up to from you. I've selfishly enjoyed you calling my names in times of challenge or sadness. The dependency was, well, filling to a degree. But it's also unfair to you. You don't need me. You never did.
Kinda did.
No, you've proven that. Look how strong you are.
I mean, he
I'm gonna
didn't
give you a push here and there.
hurt.
Lent you some of my power, but all the rest is you. Your friends are your strength. Your captain is your strength. I'm just here to kick along and support when I can on occasion, but I just might not be around as much.
You know, it's so weird.
I mean, he
Archie.
hasn't been around too much
Like-
anyway. Coco's coming up. There she is.
Like, it makes me really sad to think about. But it also feels kind of good. Does that make sense?
No, but few things do. And I like it that way.
Yeah.
What do you want? Just a little war.
I still want adventure. I want to see everything.
Good. Stop at that boat? I know this has been a unique closure to a few crazy recent endeavors, but I don't know. It's also kind of a beginning. Well, I'll
I'm
let
gonna
you
give
be.
you a hug.
Goes in and takes the hug.
I go to give him a kiss.
He gives
And
you.
I bite him on the nose.
And
There
I
you go.
bite him. I go to give him a kiss and bite him on the nose. Hello.
I'll be keeping an eye.
I mean, he didn't actually say
For an
goodbye.
adventure.
That was nice. I honestly thought he was going to be like, this is
Who
goodbye.
knows?
He's like, you know,
There is still
I'm bored.
so much of Exandria to fuck with. Go, go.
Okay.
He's probably waiting for you.
Let me take off running.
Okay. Now on the ship, where do you go?
Well, with Kingsley and Jester and Orly and
a
our crew.
goodbye for the fans. Yeah,
We'll make
Yasha
our way
should
for
bite
the-
him back.
Make our way to the Isle of Bisaft.
Alrighty.
That we saw in the scry.
All right, people are saying break. Look at Coco. Listen in the mic. She'll start purring real loud. She's right in the mic. Yes, you baby. You like that? You like the patties? She purrs so loud. That's like not even as loud as she gets. She's doing it like right in the mic too. Hi. Hi, honey. Did you know it was break time? Do you want me to feed you while it's break time? So, I have gotten everything I wanted. And there is only one left. There is an hour and 5 minutes left. We have an hour and 5 minutes. And all that is left is Kiri. I would love to have a Kiri moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. But I also feel like it is something they'd include. Because all she's got to do, aka Jester, all she's got to do is send a message. Like how she did with... Who is the one that she sent? Oh, not Vandrin. She messaged... Oh, Orly. She messaged Orly. Like, I'm like, I would like to just hear Orly's voice. Like, nothing big. I just like to hear Orly's voice before we part ways. Then they're talking about, like, sailing the seas, and Kingsley joins, and they're like, all right, hit up Orly with a sending message. That's all I want. I feel like we should at least send to Kiri. Like, Artie's easy, because Artie is, like, capable of joining, like, just, you know, showing up. He is Sprinkle. He is capable of just, you know, coming in. But Kiri, like you guys know, behind me, I don't know if you can see it right now, but I have the Kiri talking stuffed animal. Like, you push the button, I am Kiri. Like, I have it. It is one of my favorites. We haven't talked to Kiri in so long that I feel like it is something that should be taken, like, you know, done. But let us take a break. I'm going to go, I do have to pee. So I'm going to go fill up this glass. I'm going to feed Coco. And I'm just going to pee real quick. Give us 5 minutes. And we'll reconvene. We have an hour and 5 minutes left. Like, literally to the second. I'm not even kidding, because it ends at 7:02:46 or 47. It literally is like right around that. 7:02:46, I think, is the end. So we're literally an hour and 5 minutes away from being done. So, break time. We'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I'm literally just going to feed her, fill this, pee real quick. That's it. We'll be back 5 minutes. Like if you haven't. I need my phone to feed her. I have it on an app where I just push a button. Come on. Potty time. We are back. Coco was afraid I was going to lock her out and came running down the hall. Hello. What are you doing? Coco is like so used to like me locking the door because you have to, you know, separate the cats and we take shifts. So whenever I come in here, she barrels down the hall like, please don't lock me out. I want to be with you. So she is here. Go up in your tree. Watch. Oh. You'll see her jump up in her tree. Go up. Come on. Go up in your tree. You'll see her jump. There she is. Her. She like scales the tree. Ooh, I almost knocked over the glass. That is like hanging by a thread. She'll like jump and then go in her little pod. Go in your pod when you feel content, my love. All right, everybody. I've filled my drink. Pizza time. Yum, yum, yum. I might have a piece of this while we're eating. I am getting kind of hungry. I was actually going to say I'm not really that hungry, but maybe I'll have a small piece. I'm going to show you all again the glorious, oh my God, it smells so good when I open it. The glorious purple diamond, I always forget what it's called. The diamond pike Marquette greatness stuff. I'm going to eat this one. Nom, nom, nom. Look how purple. They're so purpley delicious. Nom, nom, nom. Nom, nom. Oh. Yum, yum. Michael, how good was it? Michael, did you like it? You don't have to lie. If you hated it, Michael, you could say you hated it. I think it is. I'm not even, I was telling Michael, I'm not even like a pastry guy. I really don't even like cake. I like ice cream cake. I like ice cream. I like cold things. It's magnifique. Look how purple it is. It's so purple. Okay. There you go. I'll eat that piece later. My sister, I don't know if you guys could hear it because the window's shut because it's like 10 degrees outside. But my sister and her boyfriend, who is like the lieutenant of the fire department, are doing the Santa Claus run, which is them going street to street. You might be able to hear it now. They go street to street, and if you call the town, you can especially request them to stop at your house, and it's Santa Claus on the top of a fire truck. And if you have children, he'll stop at your house and throw candy canes to your kids and like be like, ha ha ha, and like ho ho ho, and do a little thing. So if you specially request it, they'll go out of their way to stop at your house. But if you don't, they'll just drive down all like the local streets and Santa Claus sits on top of the fire truck. I feel like that's kind of normal for a lot of towns. But since my sister dates a fireman, like I'm more aware of it, I guess. Hey, is someone new here? I see someone. Mira Cam, who is that new? Are you new? Mira Cam, you must be new. Hey, Zaylord? Who's Zaylord? Did I miss another person named Zaylord? A weird question I have for Marisha. Will Bo after that try to build a relationship with her dad? That's a question. See, stuff like that, I'm curious about as well. Mira Cam, you are new. You're getting a shot. We have, I don't know how long you've been in the chat, Mira, but we have Dragon Quest and Whiskey that was contributed to the cause by Michael, my moderator, brought it here last night at midnight for us to have on stream. So everyone that's new gets a shot. And we're down to the final hour and 5 minutes. So Mira, you get the shot for you. Everybody like and subscribe if you haven't. We got to jump in because we still have an hour and 5 minutes. And Michael does have to go to work. He's supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. So with an hour and 5 minutes, Michael said it takes him about 30 minutes to get there, maybe a little more. So we're going to get going. I expanded on what happened after Beau's ending. It's just after the cheer emojis. So Beau's ending, it gets better. I asked Matt 3 years ago if Lionette knew about the deal. She did not. Once she learned the truth, she basically divorced her husband, took TJ, and left the house. So Thoreau essentially lost everything, and I feel like eventually mom and daughter will reconcile and start over like Beau and Yasha had done. Maybe I'm the one that was sent to humble you. That she did big time and only has himself to blame for his own misfortune. Got you. Very awesome, Adam Espinosa. I mean, we got an hour left. What do I expect? I expect all of us to kind of wrap up. There's got to be more with Yasha. Sam, aka Veth, kind of wrapped her story up. I mean, we could have a little more with Kingsley, but I feel like the whole thing, like joining their crew, kind of like, you know, wrap that up if they wanted it to be done. The Empire kids just kind of sealed the deal. We might have Liam talk to Astrid. Like the way that Matt ended that, like, yeah, you didn't take the position, so Astrid got the position. I wouldn't be surprised if Liam confronts Astrid about it because they also had like some sort of maybe relationship forming. I mean, they were like kind of like affectionate in a way. I don't know. There could be something more with Astrid and Liam. There's definitely going to be something more with Beau and Yasha. Yasha herself has to wrap some things up, I feel like, just maybe a little bit. And then I feel like we might end it with like Jester and Ford sailing off into the sunset with Kingsley. But like, I feel like if anybody is wrapped up completely, it is Veth at this point. I feel like Veth, I mean, maybe we do a little visit or say a little hello. I don't know. Is there going to be like a time jump? I wouldn't even be surprised if there's like 10 years later, but I don't think they're going to do something like that. Ninja Masters in the chat. This is for Mira. I know I said it 5 minutes ago, but I didn't want Mira to think I forgot. So Mira Cam to the new addition to the crew. Like and subscribe, everybody. We're taking this and we're jumping in. Save some thoughts for the wrap-up, Jay. Adam, you are 100% correct. All right, everybody. Straighten my Molly shirt out, and let's get into it. Let me set the clock. 5:57:46. I don't think I stopped the clock, so it is still ticking. All right, stop the clock. What was it? 5:4. That can't be right. 5:47. 5:57. 5:57:46. That's where I got it wrong. 5:57:46. Set that time. Everybody sync up your clocks. Let's do it. I love the purple jewel cake of Marquette. Ninja, did you see it? Did you see here? Just in case, while everyone's thumbsing me up, thumbs up. We're gonna start. Get your clocks ready. Look at that beautiful purple. I'm gonna take one more bite while we're waiting, because I put a piece back in. But that is the purple greatness. I put my piece over here. Oh, it's so good. Delicious. So good. So everybody, like I said, my sister made that to be very nice to me. She is a sweetheart. She was like, "You didn't make any food?" I was like, "I never eat food." She goes, "No, you gotta do the cookbook." It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook. And Michael gave me the cookbook and the whiskey. So, Michael, your cookbook and whiskey have come in handy. I also made black moss cupcakes once. My sister saw that. My sister was like, "I could do that one." I'm like, "Do the purple one if you're going to do one." I didn't think she was gonna, but I was like, if you're going to do one, purple's my favorite. And honestly, I didn't know it'd be so delicious, but I'm also a huge fan of berries. Michael said it was delicious. Even from a non-cake type person, same as me. I am not a cake person. It's delicious. It's like so like full of flavor and berries. And she used real berries. It isn't like fake stuff. She used freeze-dried berries from Wegmans. So like we're talking classy, like upscale berries from Wegmans. These aren't your regular berries, people. All right, everyone's ready? Here we go. We're getting in. Here we go, people. 3, 2, 1, go. Final hour and 5 minutes.
You sail a bit on the ocean. And for you, it's even more than peace now, because...
Anybody new in the chat, shout out. We'll do a shot.
You feel connected with it in a way you never did before. When you stand at the bow of that ship and overlook the waters...
He likes fruit, but not pastries, yes.
The waters.
I'm not kidding. I love fruit. I love salad. I eat all healthy stuff, and I love it. It's not because I'm, like,
Wild Mother's
against bad food.
You,
I would rather have a salad than fast food. I would rather have berries than candy.
Still is in some ways new, but
I'm just a fan of delicious,
an exciting,
healthy treats.
Foundation to continue to build upon. There are nights where you look up in the stars and you can swear you can see her face looking down upon you on your journeys.
How lovely.
Every storm that comes by, it seems the worst never meets your ship.
We are protected.
It's an odd comfort.
We are protected by on high.
You come upon the Saft Isle, specifically one of the smaller ones where you recall Vandrin had taken root.
Oh, that was the other one,
Some travel in the jungle.
A
day and a half later, eventually you find the familiar...
Oh my God, we are actually here.
Porch, a single...
I kind of gave up on this one.
Chair sits. And upon that chair, a thin, gray-haired older man with a small cup of some awful coffee, probably.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Part of me was like, I kind of thought we would, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Do you want me to stay back here?
This has been like 100 episodes in the making, probably more than that. I feel like this is like a long time. This is like 2 years, over 2 years of waiting. Watch, he's like totally lost his memory. He's a piece of shit asshole.
Do you remember me?
He better. I'll be pissed.
I do, boy. What brings you here?
I came to find you.
I'm here to kill you, and we just fucking take him out. He doesn't look... Vandra looks like half unsure.
Duty? To thank you? Maybe a little bit of guilt? I found my way to shore after that night, and it never occurred to me for so long that you might have survived or made it here, and I have so many questions.
Puts his book down, stands up.
Tusk Love?
You remember this big, broad man, this imposing figure at the docks. This man's a little thinner, weathered, but softer in the face, though it is more sun-weathered and wrinkled than it was. And he smiles. Well, I think I got some questions myself. Let's pray we both got answers, huh?
The music is great, too. I'm loving the music.
How are you?
Best I've been in a while. I mean, ain't nothing to bother you here but the birds and the shitty monkeys.
Shitty monkeys. So what, you always got to worry about the shitty
You're
monkeys.
content here on this island. You survive. I'd say thrive, but
I'm healthy. War.
no.
I'd
no
say
judgment.
thrive, but you look like shit, sir.
You should know our lessons. The sword has, well, it served me well, and I'll summon the Star Razor. I fought many with this blade. I fought alongside those who have wielded theirs better than mine. I've never forgotten what you taught me. Make it disappear.
I'm glad you found a better blade than I did.
I have to know. How did you come across this? And I'll use minor image to summon the cloven crystal and have it hover above my hand.
You see him kind of take a step back and go. So we're taking my curse didn't die with me.
No.
And he begins to tell you about his past.
How much do
Originally
we
from a
get
town
to
called
know?
Stilben, to the west of here, in Tal'dorei. He eventually became a smuggler, and then joined the revelry, and was a known captain there for a bit. He eventually began to build a romance with his bosun, another up-and-coming smuggler by the name of Avantika.
Avantika. I was going to
They
say,
ended
it's
up
got to
having
be Avantika.
A quarrel with another member of the revelry who had acquired this crystal and had an accident. Vandrin took the crystal
Accident.
and then began to become beset with dreams, dark offerings, which he eagerly accepted. These abilities allowed him to better build his rank on the island of Darktow and the waters that the revelry laid claim to. And he began to share these secrets with his partner in bosun, Avantika. But eventually he began, as they traveled together, plotting to release this patron, found himself disbelieving in these promises, beginning to find fallacies, and feeling more like a puppet than an entrusted herald. And he just began to grow tired. When he began to show a wavering resolve, his partner Avantika attempted to sacrifice him.
And Avantika got
That's
with
the first
four.
time you hear the name
Ukatawa. Ukatawa. Avantika got with Vandrin and Ford
He managed
and
to
tried to
escape
kill them both.
Guatemala, rebuilt a new life. He sold off the cloven crystal he had at auction and used that money to purchase the Tide's Breath. He didn't care at that point. He just wanted to be done with it. But try as he might, he could not rid himself of that cursed sword and the visions. He still borrowed from that dark power time to time to keep himself safe, to fight off those who would still hunt him and seek him down, and to keep his affairs in order. When he took you and Sabian in, with you in particular, he felt a kinship that he wasn't expecting. A paternal urge to protect, guide you away from his path.
It didn't work too well.
And he thought he had failed with the ship's destruction.
I mean, we succeeded at the
He
end.
thought
but
you had died. And he had failed yet again. But maybe at least in that, the cycle of violence would end.
Would it shock you to know that Sabian lives?
Not really.
However,
He was a coward
Avantika
and a survivor.
is dead.
Those folks seem to be harder to crush than a cockroach.
You had high standing on Doctor?
It was a long time ago. And not like extremely high, but I had my own ship.
We may have some unfinished business there. We had our own Doctor experience. It lasted less than 24 hours and involved exploding a ship and nearly
Plank
being
King.
executed by the Plank King. But you know, normal shit.
I thought Vandrew was gonna say he was like once the Plank King or something.
Okay.
Until he said I wasn't that high.
I too.
I thought he was
still
gonna be like,
have
yeah, I was
these,
the Plank King at one time.
powers, and it seems despite your best efforts, your curse is now mine, and I'll make myself look like Avantika, and then Sabian, and then back to myself. You should know that I have thought about you every day since that night. The life I had before working with you was... it's one I don't care to recall. And you showed me kindness and love. And honor. And it meant the world to me. It fills my heart with joy to see you here, pleased, at peace. I suppose my last question is it your desire to stay here? We do, and I'll point towards Jester. We have a ship.
I sent you a message. It was my voice. You probably heard my voice before.
It all
me.
makes sense now. A pleasure to meet you in
It
person.
all makes sense now.
She's wonderful.
I feel like it'd
She's
be
a
nice if he came.
Yes.
She's a handful.
She's perfect.
He knows her. He knows her from a voice, and he's like, yeah, she's a handful.
Would
Like
you want
that's
to
all he needed
Come
from
with us.
Jester to
I
know that.
can't guarantee that we won't go to Doctor, and I can't guarantee
I feel like
that we won't
Vandrin's,
try
like,
and kill
good,
Sabian.
but I
can't
wouldn't mind him
guarantee that we
coming.
won't
That'd
try
be pretty
and unseat the
cool.
Plank King. But if your adventuring days aren't done, there's a spot for you. And if they are, that's fine as well. You can also change your mind at any time. But I just want you to know that as my captain, you will always have a seat on my ship.
Make a persuasion check.
I would love him to go, but I also don't want to, upset his peace. Like, there's a chance the shit could go
15?
down.
15?
15's not horrible. I feel like if he's skinny and old and staying here all by himself with the shitty monkeys.
17?
17. 12 plus 5.
Okay. That makes a difference.
That makes a difference. What if that was all the... It might be all the difference.
My sailing days are over. Forward. I ain't a captain of any ship anymore. Don't want to be.
But you could be
Life
my
is nice
captain.
and slow. I take it at my own pace. I don't want to swab a deck. I don't want to hoist a sail.
But there's a but.
Maybe I could go on a trip or two, in case you need repairs or some fine cooking.
We do have a pretty lax stowaway policy.
For a time. I'm not a man for long lengths at sea anymore, but wouldn't hurt to catch up proper.
I would really like that.
Well, just give me a moment to pack my things.
Take all the time you need.
And he begins to gather the elements of
All of a sudden, a shitty monkey
shed
comes out of a
and
tree and
the things that he
eats
needs
his
to kinda
face
keep
off.
himself going. As he walks with you back to the 9 Heroes ship, when Jester and is out of earshot. He walks shoulder to shoulder to you and leans in and goes, "You know that power? It'll eat you in time.
Well, that's not
Makoto is a hungry beast."
Can we stop it?
I believe you. We'll have to do something about that.
Maybe. But for now, we got some sailing to do.
Indeed. The 9 heroes await.
That's a
So
big
am
ship.
I to assume that Evandrin
Yes, it
is
is.
still haunted by it as well?
It's a sparse crew.
Because they're saying he got rid of the
What have
cloven
I gotten myself
thing
into?
and still had
Steps on board.
interactions
You have no
until his
idea.
ship crashed and he ended up
Part
here.
of the book.
Are they both, or did he somehow relieve himself of this curse? I feel like it is like in both of them, partially correct.
Yasha, what would you like to do?
Well, that was way better than I imagined. Honestly, like I thought we'd get something, but that was more than I wanted. Well, more than I hoped would happen. More than I'm saying it wrong. That was more than I
Yes, my
thought would
love.
happen. I wanted it and hoped for it.
Where would you like to go from here?
You mean after wrapping up all of this business with the Empire, or right now?
I think after all this is over with the Empire, I mean, I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's a one shot. I'd love to see. That'd
I
be
feel,
great. A little like Jack Sparrow, maybe pirate, but not evil.
I don't know, sometimes I think of
That'd take 2 episodes at least. That's a bait line if I ever heard one.
just
Cough,
getting
cough.
a place with
A
you
one
somewhere
shot
and
across the bow is stern but fair.
gardening and making you food for when you come home from work. My expositor.
Are you wanting to be my housewife, Yasha?
Are you wanting to be my
I
housewife?
mean, I think I would look pretty good in an apron.
Just
I think
an apron.
you would look fantastic in an apron, especially if you weren't wearing anything under it.
I
Well,
knew it was
that's
going
the only
there.
way
I
you wear
knew
an
it.
apron.
I mean,
That's
I
the
couldn't agree
only
more.
way I wear an apron. I didn't even need it to be said. I already was like, that's where it's going. Only an apron.
I never want to
I
hold
mean,
you
I don't
back
blame
from
them.
anything. I want to be here to support you in everything that you do. I basically want to be your Yeza, you know.
I want to be your Yeza.
There are some things that I would like to do. Maybe before that happens.
I'm here to support you like you support me.
I'm a little curious about my past and things.
Yeah, I feel like Yasha's still got like a lot
Sometimes
left
I wonder if I just want to leave that in
undone.
the past.
That's what I was wondering. Like, she could just not
But-
care about the past. But I feel like there's things I'd want to know.
I kind of want to drop this book off.
I think that would be lovely. It's strange, as I feel like I've never known anyone deeper than I know you. And at the same time, I feel like there's still so much more to learn. A lifetime to learn. And I am so excited to explore every bit of you in multiple layers.
Same.
Your past doesn't scare me. Are you sure? It only makes you beautiful. I support this. You figuring out where you came from. Getting closure. Saying your goodbyes. And if you need time on your own, know that I'm not going anywhere. But if you'll have me, I mean, there's still a lot of Jorhas that I'd like to see.
And we have the Jor
I'll
house.
have you and then some.
Hot.
Cool. Maybe we should take a little journey to Jorhas then.
Okay. Well, we've got like 2 weeks of paperwork that they've got to file at the Cobalt Reserve at this point. They don't really need me right now, so.
We're off.
A lot of bureaucracy in the meantime, and they know that that's not my strong suit.
I wouldn't give a crap if they did. I would be out. I'd be like, you need me to do paperwork?
I'll be back in time.
I hear the phone ringing. I have to go.
I don't know why
My
nose
cell phone is
running.
ringing.
You know, it's not like this is emotional at all.
All right. You two trek together eastward, beyond the Ashkeeper Peaks, back into the broken wastelands of Jorhas, until eventually the familiar Iothia moorlands. Eventually, you leading to one of the numerous favored spots of the Tal'dorei tribe's intended location.
Anybody new in the chat?
To set up an encampment for a period.
That's kind of a tongue twister.
You find a group of temporary
Sophic
structures.
sojourn
Hides
to
and timber,
Jorhas.
evoking an almost Scandinavian aesthetic in the concept.
Anybody new? We're approaching the 40-minute
As you begin to get
countdown.
close,
I'm just going to have a countdown
one
for
of
every
the
minute.
sentinels on horseback.
Anybody new?
Spear
We're
at the
doing a
ready,
shot.
Shield at the side. Rides up. and
Amy
shouts,
France, hello. We love
Who
you.
goes there?
Who goes there?
Yes,
And with a look of recognition, turns around and rides back, shouting, Orphan Maker! The Orphan Maker!
Oh, shit.
I don't know if this is a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That
Recognize
doesn't
me,
sound
but,
good to me.
I just
Guy
grip my
sees
staff
you and
just a
runs
little bit
away
just in
screaming
case.
Orphan Maker. I mean, the Orphan Maker isn't a great title. Unless they're scared shitless.
You begin to hear the sound of numerous horses.
Oh my god, are we gonna get fired on by like 50 soldiers? Yasha gets taken out by 100 arrows.
The Tal'dorei tribe begin to rise to greet you with weapons at the ready intention.
Oh, great.
They draw a defensive line
I'm picturing like 300
before eventually they
where
pop.
Leonidas gets showered with arrows.
And you see one soldier standing there, adorned in incredible hides and spiked armor. A figure you knew as Jadek, one of the marked warriors that was older than you, but seems to be wearing the attire of the Sky Spear. The Orphan Maker returns. Let our vengeance be swift. And you hear all at once the war cries as they begin rushing forward.
This is not good at all.
Is this about to get real fun?
Get real fun.
I think so.
I mean, it'd be fun if there weren't like an entire army. I think we got to resolve this somehow. Like, I'm not against the fighting of a whole
I wasn't quite
army,
expecting
but Jesus, you got to handle this. This isn't fun. Like, we'll probably die.
Okay.
There's two of us. Like, I would be like Jadek.
That's all right.
Okay.
I come in peace. I am no longer making orphans. I stopped
I'm going
making
to
orphans. Say, Neil, this is good. Neil, present yourself.
I'm going to bamf out my wings.
Okay.
I mean, maybe scare the shit out of them.
Kneel, follow her lead.
You kneel down into the still slick mud, rain falling around you. Your wings outward.
I mean, that's definitely
folded
a sight
slightly.
to see.
And you hear the sound, the thumping, the beating of feet and hoof getting louder.
All right,
and
they're
louder
not stopping.
As
They're
your
not
gaze
stopping.
meets the mud. Through the cold rain air, another smell begins to creep in. It smells like an odd fire. Not smoke, but electric.
The storm.
And right as the first wave of horses are about to reach you,
Lightning! I figured.
a bolt of lightning strikes from the sky like a hammer, sending dirt and mud flying upward in all directions. Horses immediately rear up, and the charge of 30 warriors begins to stop, canter, and turn. There's now this groove marked in the ground. The assault has stopped. The energy continues through you.
If I was holding Bo's hand, I let go.
If I was holding her hand, I let go. Don't want to electrocute
point,
the shit out of her.
Spears go up. The Sky Spear comes forward once more, stepping off her horse. What is this devilry, Orphan Maker?
I just wanted to bring you a book.
I don't quite know how to explain it, but, I am not here to hurt any of you. I just want to know where you buried her, and I will leave you alone.
They all look around at each other.
Drinks all around. I see everybody drinking. Let's pour a shot. Anybody new? While the Orphan Maker scares the shit out of an entire
Make a persuasion check.
army.
I'll see with
I
advantage.
just
because
wanted
the
to visit
lightning bolt was
my
fucking
dead-
intimidating.
Lover and have a book. That's all I wanted. Here's a small shot. Anybody new? Anybody new?
Okay,
Ozone is my
17.
favorite flavor.
I rolled a 19.
Sorry,
new
I've been a
Sky
half
Spear
asleep all day. I just realized
Raises a hand.
he meant the stream, not me.
Lowers it.
This is for
And steps
Neil.
forward and
Take a
approaches.
shot for the
Still
nurses to
keeping a
Neil
distance beyond the now.
and the quick recovery from
gap
the
on the
nurses.
ground where the
Cheers
bolt
to all. Final 35 minutes. We're down to
As that deck looks to
35
you and goes,
minutes.
She was buried along the southern banks of the Seep Feed River to the north. Nothing was left to mark it.
Thank you for giving her a proper burial.
You can see that conflict internally of the importance of strength and station and a morose acknowledgement, like I wish things weren't the way they were.
I concur.
And you will let this Sky Spear live at least?
Yes.
Then go. And don't come back.
We're no longer welcome, but that was pretty awesome. I didn't expect that.
She turns.
I mean, it
And slowly
worked
one by
out
one, the
pretty
other
good,
soldiers begin to turn
considering.
their horses and cautiously return to their encampment.
Holy shit, did you murder the leader of your tribe?
She probably did.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
I don't know if that's awesome. Is that awesome? I don't know if that's
How
awesome.
do you like the new Sky Spear?
That wasn't for me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I...
even if it was
seems a
necessary, I don't know if it's awesome to murder the leader of
stodgy.
your tribe. But either way,
It's pretty strict. Sure. Which I was super into it back then, but things are quite different now.
Yeah.
Shall we go see if we can find an unmarked grave?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was crazy. Thank you for keeping us,
Well, that was
safe.
a bit
I
unexpected.
think you have more influence than you
An
know.
army just rode at us hard, and a lightning storm saved our lives.
Okay,
Right behind you.
let's go.
A few days trek northward, you find yourself
A few days trek.
alongside
My God, I didn't think it'd be that long.
the Seepfeed River. I would like you to make an investigation check. I would like you to make a religion check.
All right.
I'll take some.
Investigation.
I'll
Tell
take
me
some
now.
for you. Take some from.
So bad.
I'll take some
15,
from you.
25.
I'm saying. I think you meant some from.
You
Some
keeping a
from.
keen eye out, you just begin to think quietly to yourself for some sort of guidance. And you begin to have this vision hit you. A tree, a fire-scarred tree, singular, alone.
Super
along its bank.
focus.
As you convey this vision to Beauregard, keeping an eye out, eventually trying to find out where the patterns of growth are between the two of you. Low perception check would have probably been the more viable role, but just go with that number. What would have been?
It was 25.
Yeah, you're fine.
25. Solid.
You eventually find that tree. And while there's no markings, you know this is it. You know this is the grave of Zoala.
Isn't it interesting that Yasha went to the grave of her lover with her new
Would you like a
love? Interesting. I mean, not weird, I guess, but
I think so.
I'll be right here.
Okay. I kneel down.
wife. That's right, it was wife. I was gonna say, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if they were married. That's
Thought
right.
I would have more to say. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wish more than anything that I wouldn't have been such a coward. But I'm so grateful for you, and I brought you some things. I know that flowers are your favorite things, so I've been on some trips. I pull out the book of the flowers from Beryl Ben, and
You guys heard the Star Wars music. I
the
had to
silk flower
acknowledge it
from
one last time.
Mollymock from the Hupperdook Festival.
Hupperdook.
Blade of grass from the barbed fields. Flowers from the White Dawn Lagoon. And many, many more. I wish you could have been there with me. And I wish you could have, just been able to live your life. I would like you to meet someone.
I mean, that's not weird. I've seen things like that all the time. Like,
This is Beauregard Lionhead.
Bo's like, hey, what's up?
I'm talking to her like she's here, but
I get it. I mean, it's not weird to me. I've seen things like this in real life.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I think you'd be real proud of Yasha. And I mean, whatever sacrifice you made in order to make me the luckiest woman alive, I'll never know. And yet I'm still eternally grateful.
well, I'm gonna leave this here. But all I wanted to say was I'm sorry.
I think Bo handled that
very
very well. I mean, that's got to be an awkward situation to be in, but I think she
Just squeeze Yasha's
phrased
hand.
it quite well. I was gonna say, it's like, what do you say to somebody that died in love with the person you're in love with?
I think it's time to go.
You sure?
Yeah.
You still have some of those seeds that Caduceus gave you?
Yes.
Plant some shit.
Oh, what a great idea. I take out one of the seeds.
I
and,
half thought that's why she did it. I mean, maybe Ashley forgot, because I half thought she got the seeds for that reason, so to speak. Like, I thought that there was like a purpose. I half think she planned on that and then totally forgot. But if not, then good on Bo. I mean, either way, good on Bo, because she reminded her. And now it will be like a grave marker, because Matt was saying it just, you know, you wouldn't have known unless you knew.
Shall we take the scenic route?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
It's a lot of the same, but, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We walk off into the Jorhassian
We walk
sunset.
off into the Jorhassian sunset.
As you walk off, you just get a message in your head. I just saw a sea turtle the size of a horse. Oh my gosh.
Jester just saw a sea turtle the size of a horse.
I miss you guys so much.
She misses us.
Oh, wait, can we talk back to her?
Yeah. You might, if you like get close to my face, maybe she can hear you.
Hey, miss you, love you.
Hey, miss you.
Does it work like that? I don't think it
Give her a
works
big
like that.
kiss, okay?
But whatever.
Come back soon, we'll hang
accept
out
it.
and you know, go do stuff.
Yeah, we're looking at this like petrified forest in the middle of Jorhassian fields.
Sam, I was saying this like an hour and a half ago. I'm like,
Is there anything else further you would
there
like
we go.
to-
I was like, Sam
Or
hasn't said a
you're
word
happy
in
to
an hour because
leave it on?
Veth has said goodbye a long time ago. And as I'm saying it, Sam starts talking.
We're just gonna do our thing.
Okay.
I mean, nothing against it, but I'm like, damn,
is there
Sam's
anything
saying
else
goodbye
you'd
so
like to-
early. He's gonna
Well,
be
first
out
thing,
for like the last hour and a half.
Dealing with the assembly and working with Beauregard.
This is our last says.
I see as a lifelong pursuit.
25 minutes.
I'm not really content to leave it at Ikathon. We'll see where that goes. Probably in the first 6 months to a year, I would
Oh my god.
stay in
6
touch
months to a
with
year.
Essek to see how his path is shaking out.
So we are having like slight time jump,
Be first.
so to
He
speak.
eventually began to feel the possible prying eyes of dynasty discomfort and absconded from the Aoran trade post.
So he went there?
He went there to continue his business for the time being, so at least it was far away, and there were people there that relied on him. But even that, he eventually left.
The Aorian.
Well, hopefully, I could meet him there.
Okay.
And invite him with me to return to Aor and spend time learning as much as we can.
See, I think that's way better
tracing
than him joining
steps.
The position that he rejected.
Knowledge that is thousands of years
I'd rather
old has been
research
hidden
that shit.
from history, and I would want to learn about it and share it with the Cobalt Soul.
I agree with all of Caleb's choices.
If he would deign to go with me and do that, eventually I would also wind our way back to that chamber, the T-Dock chamber.
Upon the invitation, he just goes, I could think of nothing else.
I can't imagine that Essek wouldn't want to.
And the journey is in itself
Seems like it's
fraught with
exactly what he
interesting
wanted.
encounters. There are still many dangers in there. Other hunters and tomb robbers and all manner of strange traps, and it is its own series of smaller adventures of just you and Essek trying to survive the trials of retracing your steps through the ruins of Aor.
Mm-hmm.
A bonding experience, a trying experience, but that friendship and connection is forged even stronger through that process until eventually you both return to the Genesis Ward.
The Genesis
and eventually,
Ward.
The T-Dock experimentation chamber.
Look at Ashley's face. Look at Ashley's face. I'm about this. I didn't think we'd go this far.
Is this still something that you consider?
Ashley's Ashley's face
After you
is
ask
great.
this question, wordlessly, for 5-6 minutes. Not in a way that he's ignored the question, but he's still pondering as he traces the various Dunamantic glyphs, admiring, questioning, curiously taking in, now that there is time to do so. He looks at it. I have spent my life in the pursuit of the ability to control one's future.
People are looking crazy.
Making many mistakes. And my shift began to wander to the possibility of fixing one's past.
What?
And since we found this,
I have so many thoughts right now.
He runs his finger along the side of the race platform. The possibility of retracing one's lifeline.
Like, I have so many theories right now, but they don't make sense to me. And I don't even know if I'm on the right
Adjusting
track.
things.
And everyone's looking at each other like I feel like they're
Success
thinking
of
what I'm thinking.
For the more you understand time, you understand you cannot see the ramifications of changing such things. Where I found this before I found you. Perhaps I may have done some incredible, terrible things with it.
I almost want to pause it and tell you 50 things I'm thinking right now. Like, I'm thinking Essek is from the future and came back into the past, or that he's going to change the future or the past.
And I'm here today with this knowledge, in this moment with you, because of those mistakes. And as much as they hurt me, don't want to change a thing.
All right, he just kind of said that's not gonna happen. Maybe.
I take the whole place in.
Like, I literally was like, oh my god, is Essek gonna be like, I saw all this, and I'm from the future, and I came back to make sure all this happened? Or he was gonna go and change the past or something. But that doesn't make sense, because then things wouldn't happen the way they did.
My lifespan is a little shorter than yours, but for many years.
And I don't even know if he could do that, if he wanted to.
I have thought of this very thing. And he just stops talking for a few moments.
20 minutes left, everybody.
Looking at the room while Essek listens to the quiet. And I think about the plan I have gone over in my mind every night for years, knowing it would work. Of course it will work. I will go back. I will walk up in the guise of a young Bren Aldrich Amandrude. Not long after I left them. I will re-enter my home and explain it to them.
Did he cause it somehow or something?
Dump 2 bodies out of the amber on my neck and leave them on the floor. I will set illusion behind us as we leave and wait from afar and watch invisibly as 3 children walk up to the house and set it ablaze. And hear the screams of my parents who are no longer in that building. And everything will stay as it was. And I will take them to Tal'dorei. And I will tell them, take these gems, start a life here, wait for me. And in a little less than 2 decades, start coming to this square once a week. Every week. And eventually, you will find me there. Of course it would work.
Will you do it? Will you do it? I will help you.
I think everybody is so confused right now. Like, I know what's going on, but I feel like some of them aren't really following what he's saying or paying attention. Like, Laura looks like she's doodling over there and not even, like, understanding.
I drag some dust up my arm and disintegrate everything in the room. And burn what's left.
Essek just nods. Good.
I mean, that was wild, but I mean, that's probably the way to go.
Good.
I was gonna say, this shit could get crazy.
I think that Caleb and Essek, if Essek were of a mood to, would be together for a while. But knowing that eventually...
I love that Essek was like...
Not too far off.
You want to do it?
Caleb will be an old man.
I'll help you do this shit. Essek was like, it's up to you, bro. I got your back. That was pretty badass, but like...
And... I need to go home. I need to fix my home, and that is... still my priority. So if he's open to it, I would stay lifelong, my lifelong friends with him.
Remind me to tell you my
And be grateful for that
insane
time.
theory when we're done. Because I had a
very
theory
open to
going and I was like, oh my friggin' God.
It's
It
not,
didn't make a lot of sense, but I was thinking it.
it's not long after this Aeorian experience that Essek finds a way to build a new life. Away from the dynasty. Using illusion, numerous personas.
Caleb's whole
What do you
arc
mean
is
in
my
close
favorite
contact with-
narrative. Essex, a ride or die.
Been vanishing at other times to whatever his business may be. But he appreciates the time he has with you. And the friendship beyond that.
Essex ended up being a solid dude, one of my favorites. I didn't trust him
Shortly
half
after
the
returning
campaign
home
until he came across to
from
us as,
Cross,
you know, being
I
somewhat
rode to
honest.
Blumenthal for the first time. And I know where the town's cemetery is, and I find Una and Leofric. And sit down on the ground before them. And I unsnap the book harness on the left and take out the book of letters that I have been writing to them since I woke up, with the intention of putting in their hands. I have so much more work to do. Trying to be the man you wanted me to be. I still hope to.
I did not expect this much from Caleb, my God.
And if I'm very lucky, I will see you on the other side. And I hold the book, and I cast teleport and send it into the earth between them.
I did not expect Caleb to be the most
And
emotional.
I think for the rest of Caleb's life, he will teach. I think he will teach Luke if his parents will have me.
Teach Luke what?
Well, I
The
hadn't
secrets
thought
of wizardry?
Possibly open.
I honestly didn't expect Caleb to get so deep. I thought Caleb was going to kind of like wrap it up.
Young adventurers.
I thought Yasha and Bo would get like
Stealth.
the saddest.
Sneak and fire, crossbows, and maybe learn a little magic. So, if you'd like to come, be a counselor.
I will do that in my off months. But if the Empire continues on and the Academy is still there, I will teach at it. Not run it. I will teach transmutation and try to instill a sense of stewardship and the responsibility that comes with power.
Liam gets deep. I was seeing Michael's comment.
To be sure that
Liam is very good, but I just thought
none
Caleb
of what
wouldn't
happened
get as emotional
my
as a
friends and I
character.
in school happening now.
I mean,
probably pushed
his
the
got
envelope on
crazy
treason
at the
in
end
this
here.
country. Let's be honest, but
I didn't expect half of that with Essek and the visiting the parents and everything. That's pretty deep shit.
Forden, what do you do with that cloven crystal you have?
Here we go with Ford. Wrapping up Ford. We're down to 10 minutes, everybody. 10 minutes. Is there anybody new in the chat? Anybody new? We're doing one more
If
shot.
anything.
If anybody's new in the chat, we're doing one more shot. 10 minutes
Or at
left.
least what's your intent with it?
I'm not going to let it out of my sight
Cloven
just
crystal.
yet.
Cloven crystal. Oh, that's a lot,
Eventually,
maybe.
though,
Cloven crystal.
Lord, we have to take care of this.
I know. I mean, I'm going to.
Vandrin
I'm probably
said
going
it is going to eat
drop
at
it
us.
off
It is
somewhere
going to
like the
tear
cobalt
our
stove or
souls
something,
out.
But I just thought, we should at least be able to get
Anybody
a
knew?
detailed
Anybody
report
knew?
of where the third keyhole is, just so that more powerful parties than us have like the whole picture. Just to
Liam
remove all
is
the mystery of it.
A
And then, put it to
tragedy
rest, get rid of the thing.
in the most profound
saying we
meaning.
should
He
go-
loves play tragic intense stories. I thought
We
it
should
said
go
a.
to the
I
third
thought that was an
temple?
F. I thought it said a fragile.
I think we should try to
Fragile.
find it. I mean, that's what responsible, chosen of demigods should do. Right? Just from afar, like with a
Check
spy.
it out.
Yeah.
Don't accidentally let out
No.
Ukatoa.
Yeah, you don't want to be letting out Ukatoa. Carl Davis,
Because I'm getting real sick of
you're
these
getting the
people
shot,
attacking
even
my
though I know
ship.
you're not new, but we haven't seen you in a while. So, Carl Davis, you get this drink.
Oh, right. Then maybe we'll accelerate those plans. But I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Accelerate those plans, everybody. Jester and Ford wrapping it up. Kingsley, we're up to
as time
Kingsley.
goes on, your life continues to unfold. New memories forged with a new life born out of love and family and odd piratey ways.
Is
and
anything
strange
crazy gonna
mingling of
happen
Different lives
with Tea
tangled
Leaf?
and giving birth to a newcomer. Every now and then, your mind occasionally
Every now and then.
begins to recall memories.
He's gonna somehow reunite with the memories of Molly, but not be Molly,
An
maybe?
occasional nightmare.
Through an occasion.
Flashes of
Oh,
blurred memory.
Lucian nightmares?
And time spent locked with another, familiar yet revolving, revolting place.
Revolting place.
A shell
Like
of
if you haven't,
loathing
everybody, we're almost
unescapable
done.
Interior looking out from within your prison, pushing against your invisible binds. When your heart found the strength, giving all that you are to help those who gave your purpose in return. It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yet on a rare occasion, that odd memory continues to return. The moment you gave yourself and broke your prison. The lights. So many around you. Free to move on. The warm catharsis of letting go. And those strange black chains that invisibly wove through that city, now broken. The sound of them shattering between worlds, shaking you in that liminal space. The angry, unknowable, primal, ancient cry that you can never forget.
The music kicked in. I like it. Is he gonna say anything?
Is there anything you want to do?
I was gonna say, is there anything? Like, it looked like Taliesin was about to say something.
Caduceus.
But now it's Caduceus.
Kingsley's got a bit, but Caduceus
Kingsley's got a bit.
spends the next several decades doing his work, maintaining family, maintaining home. Every couple of years, we'll walk for a month, 6, a couple times for a
Every
full
now
year.
and then he'll walk
Somewhere
for a
new,
month or 6.
somewhere
Was
different.
he Forrest Gump?
Sometimes visiting, and sometimes just seeing what the world brings to him. There's nothing but contentment. Eventually, he brings Calliope along a few times. Starts seeing what kind of trouble they can get into. But in the end, his garden is his life's work and his content.
Always the gardener, Mr.
Although I'm
Caduceus.
sure you idiots will muck that up a bit on occasion.
What a way to put it, but it's not a bad way
As
to put
for,
it. I'm sure you idiots will screw my shit up.
Kingsley.
Kingsley, I'm curious about the Kingsley.
Kingsley spends years learning from you, Ford.
I love that we're going like as far in the future as we
Becomes
want.
the sailor he'd like to be.
I was saying maybe we'd wrap it up like a couple of years later.
After a few years, finally reads that book and goes to visit.
Those book.
And learn. And then one day, we're attacked on the open sea, and suddenly you have two ships. As the crew, the pirate crew that attack you, the 9 heroes, is quickly dispatched. And
Kingsley goes off with his own ship.
I suppose I would ask for my own ship
Boom.
to serve your crew.
Captain Kingsley. He said I wanted to be Captain Kingsley. But is it going to amount to something else? I mean, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with it.
And I rechristen that ship
The Molly Muck. Beautiful.
And 1 month later, we vanish in the middle of the night, head straight to Darktoe.
Yes.
I leave a note.
Is he going to become the Plank King?
Expresses how grateful I am for everything you've done.
Is
and for
Kingsley
everything
going to
you've
become
taught
the
me, and
Plank
that I
King?
will
Kingsley King?
gladly
Plank
and
King?
always be your humble servant, except, of course, for the fact that I'm never giving back the ship. And I make my way to join the revelry.
Make him away.
And perhaps those chains will find some quiet in piracy.
That's a nice way to
Pirate, but
wrap
not
it
the
up.
worst. Who knows how well it'll go.
I love that he named it the Molly Muck. We're down to 2 minutes, everybody.
A tale of 7 friends. It became 8. Then 9. Wild swells of adventure and love and guilt and redemption, family, truth. This story comes to a close tonight. But the tale of the Mighty Nine lives on. And who knows? Maybe we'll have the chance to see some of them again.
Right, you made it
In
right at
some
the end.
shape or form. Love you all so much.
Thanks for a good story, Matt.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Let's do it again.
From the
They
top.
got me at the end there. I saw Marisha. I'm like, Marisha is going nuts.
Reset.
And Matt's ready to break. I was like, oh, God, it's getting super emotional now. And then I saw Ray jump in, and I'm like, oh my god, everything's coming to an end.
Thank you for hanging in with us for this second campaign. For the highs and lows and confusion.
The funny thing
and
is, it wasn't
clusterfucks.
even as emotional at the end.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It was like,
We love you very much. And it's a Thursday.
huh?
Good night.
I think he looked at Marisha. I literally think he looked at Marisha because Marisha was like breaking down. I think he looked at Marisha and like lost it. It was like nothing else. Like everything was emotional, but like up until they all started saying goodbye, it was like too emotional. They couldn't handle it, and it got me. Let's do it again. We're going to start the whole thing over right now, everybody. We're going to start all over again. Ray, I saw Ray jump in the chat. My brother, if you guys didn't know, my brother Ray jumped in at the end there. But yeah, my God, at the end there, I could see Marisha. I'm like, oh God, Marisha is like losing it. Matt's going to lose it. Everyone else held it together pretty good. Like, I'm surprised. Ashley usually bawls her eyes out when other people are losing it. And I was like, oh my God, this is getting all too emotional. But the way they ended it, I mean, everything was great. I am happy that they did like years to go. Like I was saying, like, are they going to do a time jump? Are they going to go like years later? I honestly didn't think they were gonna. We never got Kiri. I know I'm ranting about 500 different things at once, but I thought we might get a little message to Kiri. We never got the message to Kiri. That's fine. I said, if anything's not going to happen, it's the message to Kiri. Because it's kind of like one of those things, like, what do? We, like, send a message to Kiri and go, like, hey, Kiri. And she's like, hey, it's me. I'm Kiri. And, like, it'd be cute. But there's nothing really that would come of it. But the Caduceus thing was great. Loving that he named the ship the Mollymuck. We didn't really get anything else. He read the books. He kind of like had memories, or Matt was saying he like dreamt of things or whatnot. But he did win his own ship. He said, one day I want to be a captain. And he did get his own ship, and he named it the Mollymuck. That was very nice of him. I mean, it's a nice little, shout out to Molly. The craziest to me, and I feel like I'm forgetting 20 other things I want to say right now, but the craziest to me was Caleb. Caleb's ending. This is where I was going. Ready? This is where, because by closing the story, you're saying goodbye. Jay, show Ray the bottle. Ray, we have Dragon. Michael came by at midnight last night, dropped me off this bottle of Dragon Quesend whiskey. It is probably my favorite yet, but I've only had Rogue and this. But both are great. But we're going to have a shot in a minute. We're going to have a farewell shot. Let me go pee. Everybody, I'm going to literally run across that hall and pee real quick. I have to pee so bad, but I didn't want to break in between that. I drank 2 of these in the last hour with like 5 shots because I was like too much to handle, too cold to hold. And they called the Ghostbusters and I have to pee. I'm going to be right back. Right back, everybody. I'm coming, Papa. All right. My God, I had to pee so freaking bad. But Jesus, I couldn't pause. I was like, about 10 minutes to go. I was like, holy shit, I have to pee so bad. But I don't want to break in the middle of everyone's farewells. This is horrible. What is it? I told him each pocket is 2 servings. You did probably tell me that, Michael. At the end, they definitely got me, though. I started like watering up. I was like, oh my God, everyone is getting too emotional. This is too much. But fantastic final episode. I'm loving. I know I'm very hyper right now. If you guys didn't notice, I think that's why Michael said it's 2 servings a pack. I had 3 of them. Michael told me 2 servings a pack. I don't know if you noticed, I put the black cherry in at the end there. I've had 3 of these, and now I'm flying like a goddamn kite. But is Ray still here? My loving good brother, Ray. If you're still here, write in the chat somewhere. I don't see if Ray was still beautiful. But Ray, what day are you coming? If you are still here, what day are you coming? I was telling everybody earlier that you were coming for Christmas. I love that everyone's giving applause for the ending. Glorious, glorious stuff. I would almost replay the ending, but I don't know if I have it in me. I'll probably have to drink 5 shots because now I know what's coming. But here is the theory. And I feel like some of you might have thought, Shane Barron, what is up? Still here? Ray, what day are you coming for Christmas? I felt like I told everybody a week from today, probably sooner. I found out, not sure yet. I was going to say I found out Christmas is Wednesday, so I thought you were going to come on a Friday, but being as Wednesday is Christmas, you probably aren't coming to like Saturday or Sunday. Ray, this stuff, I'm saving some, Ray. I saved this. I drank it all, and for 1 month, I've saved this for you, brother. There's 2 shots in here. I'm like, I cannot drink this all without having a shot with Ray. So we have Warlock and Dragon. This, clearly, I have enough to share with you. But this, we have 2 shots left. We're going to drink that when you get here. When Ray last visited for Ren Fair, which was my birthday, that's when I had the throat problem, and I was struggling to do anything. I almost didn't even go to Ren Fair because I was feeling so shitty. So me and Ray are definitely going to do it up Christmas. I'm totally better. I got the right off the side, my ENT signed off. We have tons of whiskey and greatness, so we will do all of that. But here is my theory. Ray, stick around. We're going to do a shot together. Oh, hell yeah, yes. And not for nothing, they're both good, but the Warlock Dragon is way better. It's got a smoky taste, Ray. It says a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, finished in sherry and smoked in bourbon barrels. It is glorious. But here is the thing. With Caleb, and tell me if you guys thought the same thing, and I'll read the comments in a second, but I started thinking, and tell me if this is crazy or you've had the same thoughts. And I know I've said that like 5 times already. I started thinking when Caleb was like, I'm like, there's time altering abilities possibly. Like we go back to the T-Doc and there is potentially time altering abilities. And then Essek is like, yo, dude, I'm in. If you're in, I'm in. And Caleb's spouting out all this shit like, yo, like what if I go back and I like do this and that, and he was like talking about like meeting the young kids, aka Adwolf, Astrid, and himself, and like, am I wrong? Like I'm feeling like he was like talking about going back in time and saying for like several decades, go back to this location and wait for me, and one day I'll meet you and I'll correct all this and whatever. But if you do all that, you're preventing from what happened happening. But then I started thinking, what if he already did this? And that is what made the chain of events that caused it to happen. And I was like, all right, let's say that happens. Let's say that Caleb already did this. Like right now, like when we saw him in Essek, he had already chosen to do this. He went back in time and he created this chain of events. But then I was like, oh my God, what if he knew that sacrifices had to be made in order to get from point A to point B where we're at now, in order to succeed and have the Mighty Nine do what they did? What if he went back further and he was actually Trent Ickathon and he literally raised himself like a demonic asshole so that he would be tortured soul to do what he did, to become what he is, so that he could go back and do what he did? Is that crazy? Because that's what I started thinking. That's why I was like totally blank stared, like in thought. Because I was like, oh my God, what if this is what happened? Like, what if, because they kept going like really deep into like Trent Ickathon being locked up deep in a hole for the rest of eternity and rotting and like unable to do anything, hands clasped, like all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, what if it blows my mind and Caleb is Trent Ickathon or something like that? Like, like I started getting into crazy theories. Jay really needs to read The Dark Tower to understand Caleb's initial plot thrust. I never read The Dark Tower. Wait until the wrap up. That's exactly what he's talking about doing. His past self wouldn't have known. No, Amy, I get that's what he was talking about. But then I started thinking, did he do this? Like, that's what I mean. Like, I know that's what he was saying. But then he was like, Essek was like, I'm in. And then Caleb was like, burn this shit to the ground. And he didn't do it. But then I was like, what if he did do it? Or what if he did it and then burn? I don't know. Like, obviously, like he burned it. He said, I burn all this shit to the ground. Me and like Ray would know. Ray is probably still listening. Ray would know. I love theorizing about like time, especially when it comes to time travel, because so much is possible with time travel. Like so many different things could happen. That I was like, when he started saying it, I'm like, oh my God, we have been hating on this Trent Ickathon guy the entire time. And what if he was literally, like, I'm talking, like, I know Caleb was saying this is potentially a possibility, but what if he was actually the guy? Like, he was the guy that started it all, the biggest scumbag in the show. Like, I mean, I would say Trent Ickathon was the worst dude in this campaign, right? Even Lucian was like I wouldn't even say Lucian was as bad as Trent Ickathon, because he thought what he was doing was for the greater good, and it was sort of like a giant mind fuck where like even if he is truly bad, he like didn't know how bad he was. Where Trent Ickathon is just like a bad dude. Like he was, you know, using children and like he knew what he was doing was wrong, whether he thought it was for the greater good or not. Lucian like let us slide so many times. There were so many times we're trekking through the tundra and doing all sorts of stuff, and he could have took us out 100 different ways, and he like didn't, because he's like, I kind of admire your you know what you guys are doing and your attempts and all this. And then when shit got like real, he was like, all right, enough's enough. But I don't know. Caleb is only in his 30s. Oh boy, must not talk now. Must not talk. Actually, you're in deep, my dude, and craziest things I believe you'd watch this without is around. Actually, you're in deep, my dude, and craziest things I believe you'd watch this without us around, LOL. I initially thought, as he was talking about this plan, that he would lead up to him disappearing, reappearing, and then finding out it all worked. That's kind of what I thought, Star. I thought kind of the same thing. I was like, as it was unraveling, I'm like, oh my God, is Essek going to be like, yo, dude, I'm in. And then we're just going to be like, boop. And then like, he's gone. And then like, we don't know what happened to Caleb. And then like, he is somebody else or something happened. I know he's in his 30s, but like anything is possible with time travel. Like he could have went back, like right now, say our Caleb went back to like before he was born to establish himself as a Trent Ickathon or a person like of higher standing like that. He could be like some old dude like rotting in prison right now that like sacrificed himself for the greater good to make himself this tortured soul as a youngster to perform the duties of the Mighty Nine, or like, you know, as a member of the Mighty Nine. Crazy stuff. Like that's what I was thinking. I was like going nuts. This whole damn campaign was a big flashing warning sign against wizards wizarding too close to the sun. Yeah, like that's the other thing. I was like, I don't think he would, and apparently he didn't, because Caleb was like, burn this shit to the ground. So like that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, did we not learn from our mistakes? But then did we need to do it to learn from our mistakes, as crazy as that is? Like, it's like, you can't learn from your mistakes if you need to make the mistake to learn from it, if that makes sense. You know what part of Caleb's end made my jaw hit the ground? Realizing all of Caleb's paper had nothing to do with filling the spell book. Yes. and he buried it into the ground. Yeah, I honestly, that was crazy too. Like Caleb's story, honestly, Caleb, he never was my favorite. Caleb wasn't, I didn't dislike Caleb, but Caleb kind of like fell through the cracks. He was never my favorite, but he ended up amounting to be probably one of the coolest stories. And a lot of you, I feel like, told me that. I feel like a lot of you told me that Caleb has the best story arc in the entire campaign. And I didn't doubt that, but I was like, I don't know. He's like, he kind of just like hangs around. And like I said, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't as entertaining. He wasn't as entertaining on the surface and exciting to watch as like Bo or Veth or Jester. Like they're in your face, exciting, chaotic, entertaining characters. Hence the three I just mentioned without even realizing are the Chaos crew. So like I'm into chaos. I like the entertainment factor and everything. So like I'm drawn to those three specifically. Ford was like, you know, Ford's okay. I love Grog, so it isn't anything against Travis. But like Ford was kind of like, all right, I get it. I'm like okay with it. Molly was, I'm a big fan of Molly. Caduceus was, you know, great, but probably towards the bottom of my list just because he's like a chill, laid back dude. And I'm just not into those kind of characters. But Caleb ends up having one of the greatest wrap ups, if not the best wrap up. Like the whole thing, visiting his parents, transporting or teleporting the book into the ground, going back with Essek and visiting the T-Doc. Having him wrap up the whole way with like Ikathon and having the ability to take the position in the assembly and then not, and then Astrid takes the place. I'm honestly, if I could say anything, I'm surprised that Astrid and Caleb didn't have some sort of interaction after the fact. But like, I didn't need it. I'm just like, based on how much we got from Caleb, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get some sort of interaction. Like, am I wrong? Was I thinking too much about the relationship? Because I felt like Caleb and Astrid had like something going on, and I thought maybe they tap into that, but maybe he doesn't want to, even if there was, because it's like, I don't know. But it was handled greatly. The Yasha part, Yasha and Bo going to visit her wife, and then having this whole army ride up on them, and then her Neil and the freaking Stormlord like fires down a bolt of lightning and everything. That was very well handled. Bo's father having been in prison, and you guys told me that he basically, from what I gather, his wife divorced him and took TJ and everything else. Great stuff. Great stuff. The Nine changed him so much, he would have been another Trent without them. He would have been another Trent without them. True, I agree with that. Is those tiny moments here and there where you see how much he changes. Caleb almost walked away from them a couple times. Yes, very true. You were super quiet with Ford and Vandren. Yeah, Ford and Vandren were great too. I wasn't sure. Like, part of me was like, Vandren clearly, like, you know, wanted peace and quiet and everything else. But I was like, what if Ford visiting Vandren triggers like old shit? And Vandren was saying how like you never get relieved of the curse. So, like, we had to deal with that whole thing and everything. But, like, it ended up being a nice little ending with him and Vandren joining them, or at least for a couple journeys here and there. I'm happy with that as well. Aedwulf and Astrid are Bren's love. He's not Bren anymore. Got you. Too much shared trauma and general baggage in the trouble. A.K.A. Astrid, Aedwulf, and Bren. You know what part of... Oh, I already read that. Actually, you're in deep mode. I think I caught up on everything pretty much. If I missed anything. Hi. Coco is like wandering around the bed, sniffing everything for some reason. What are you doing? What you doing? Hi. I probably shouldn't talk to her. She's going to want to jump on my lap. Want to come up here? All right, go back. Anywho, should we take one final shot, finish our thoughts, and call it a day? We're up to 4 hours. And I didn't do any intro. You guys remember, I jumped on at exactly 4 hours. So between yesterday and today, we've done almost 10 hours. Any other questions you may have maybe answered during the wrap-up. Other ones we could fill in the cracks. I honestly don't, like you said, I don't really have any questions right now because I feel like some things will be answered. Well done, ViewMasters. 141 episodes, over 600 hours of content every Friday, possible for close to 3 years. That's pretty damn impressive. Well done. Critical Role should send you a plaque. I wish they did. I wish they knew of our feat. Final shot of the day should be for you. Lace Up Hockey. Lace Up Hockey said it, so I can't deny it. To me, the great ViewMasters, I mean, literally, to 3 years... We have been, I said this last night, but we took like a month off. So if you did the math, we're like probably a couple weeks short of exactly 3 years of doing this every week. We will be doing more. We're likely going to do campaign 1. If we don't do that, we'll do something else. But Michael was already telling me to catch up on campaign 1 and stuff. You know, we've done Calamity. We've done one-shots. One way or another, something Critical Role will happen every Friday. So don't worry about that. It's just a matter of exactly what we do. But like I said, I don't know why we wouldn't do campaign 1, and especially if I catch up. So cheers to us, cheers to ViewMasters, the channel, and everything else. And I love you guys as well. No chaser needed for that, honestly. It's smooth as shit. And now the fire goes down. Michael was telling me last night, Michael came. Those of you who weren't here before, Michael came at midnight, dropped us off, and we did a shot together. And Michael did the same thing. Michael took it and was like, it runs down your throat and you could like feel the smoky goodness. I'm not kidding. I love it. Like right now, it is running down. I can feel it like slow. If I chase it, it washes it away. But if you just take it, it like runs down and you can feel it like in the pit of your stomach. But it's like this good burn that like Michael was saying, it's like you breathe fire. It's very good, right? Like you need no chaser. It's probably better you don't take a chaser to show respect to the dragon. But Michael, you can already see I killed about a quarter of it already. Michael and me had one shot last night. I didn't have any more. I was already pretty drunk. We killed a quarter bottle. Adam, you hush. The campaign is epic. Truthfully, you may not need to react to campaign 1 when you already have Legend of Vox Machina, but you do you. I kind of want to watch it. Like, well, we're going to roll with it for a little and see where we go. There is still the animated show, and now that the animated show just ended like a month or 2 ago, we probably got a year. And I do love the Legend of Vox Machina. I heard campaign 3 isn't as great, but then that was in the beginning, and then people said as it went along, it got way better. So I really can't give my opinion because I don't know either. No ice. Ice makes it burn more. Whiskey Stones. Sure, if he's willing to put up with tech issues. That was the only thing, is the oldness. Like, I'm so used to the high quality now. But we did go back to Liam's Quest. And Liam's Quest was still, you know, I kind of just got used to it pretty quick. Because I do remember in the beginning of Mighty Nein, it was pretty, you know, like, it was the same. If God excellent, it got excellent the past 6 months or so. And it's also ongoing. I want to see your reaction to season 1. So much change in the TV series. No, I mean, being cold makes it burn more than with... Oh, okay, so maybe I should try it. All campaign 1 or 1 riot? All campaign 1 or I riot. I got you. I think it said, I'm thinking like Riot, the company. They've got the enhanced ones. Okay, so they did touch them up. This has been a hell of a ride, everybody. But yeah, I think as far as... I'm trying to think if there's anything... Like I said, I'm Artie. I said I wanted Artigan, Artagan, Yusa, Vandrin. I knew they'd wrap up Kayla. I knew they'd wrap up everyone's stories, obviously. Literally, the only thing... And like I said, I totally understand why they didn't, is I thought they'd send a message to Kiri. I thought like we'd do a little message. We even got the Blink Dog. We got Sprinkle because Artie was like, hey, you got Sprinkle. Like they did a touch on everything. I'm just like surprised they never did like a little, even if it was like 5 seconds, like how we talked to Orly. We like literally just sent Orly a message. Orly was like, it's 3 a.m., but I love you guys. Like, I thought we'd get a little something like that. I didn't expect the guest people to pop up, like Keg and Shakasta and stuff like that. Rainey. I was like, we're not going to probably get them because then you'd have to have guests unless Matt did all the voices. And it's kind of like not as fun if you don't have the guests part of it. It wouldn't have surprised me if like one person popped up like Kyrie or something like that. But I didn't really need that. I was like, I was pretty good. Like, you know, we had all that we needed to have from them. Just imagine that Jester always sends to Kiri. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they probably keep in touch. Like, even though we're not seeing it, it's like, if it was me, I would, you know, I would know to do it. You just might not know I did it, kind of thing. So, yeah, it wasn't necessary. We even got the Syphilis Bandits. Yeah, they even had a little shout out to the Bandits. That's why I was kind of surprised about the Kiri thing. But like I said, I didn't need it. But the Bandits, I was like, oh, shit, we're even get the Bandits. We got Old Edith. Old Edith had a shout out. What happened? That's another one. What happened to Pumat Soul? I'm surprised we didn't get a little visit to Pumat. I mean, there was a lot, like I said, it was 7 hours, a lot going on, but we didn't, like, he was a huge part of the first, like, quarter to a half of the campaign, constantly going back and forth. And then we kind of just, like, never heard or saw him again. But, like, I mean, it makes sense because, like, why would we unless we had to go back to the shop or something? But we never got Pumat. I mean, that's another one. But, anywho, we are beyond, we're approaching the 4-hour mark. I probably should call it a day. I have to go to the arcade, and we have done a half a day of reactions in the last 24 hours. We started yesterday at 4:45, but by the time I started the whole episode thing, it was like 5:15. So we did about 10 hours in the last 24 hours on live. So everybody, we're going to say goodnight. This is the end of Mighty Nein, the whole campaign 2. It's almost sad. Like, I almost don't want to end, but it's not as sad because next Friday we're starting again. This isn't like Critical Role where there was probably like a huge gap or maybe one shots in between. We're going to keep seeing each other every Friday. So this isn't like the end, but like it's the end, if you know what I mean. Everybody, to the dash. Clever name I made. Amy France, Colvin, HollyMac79, Amy and David France. I just said Amy France, but I didn't miss David, so you get twice. Amy and David France. My brother Ray. We have Alan Gormley and Colvin and Ninja Master, Michael, Veroji, Lesa Pocky, all three my moderators. I hope the dude JB is doing good. My other moderator, haven't seen him in a bit. Hope he's doing wonderful as well. Little Power Monster, the Chimiki Perro. We have Adam Espinosa helping all the time with building lore and like helping me remember things. Not building lore, but you know what I mean. Helping me remember. Amelia, Emily Mary. We had Shane Barron. There's a couple other people I'm trying to remember the names of because I know they're probably not going to pop up. I know we have Forrest the Runner, Callisto Warrior, Queen 44, Daniel O'Day, Rogue. I'm naming other people that weren't even here just because they were part of our family the entire run of this. Star, did I say Star? I hope I said Star. Noah Summers. We had a couple new people too. We had Opossum Lord. We had Rihisa. Yesterday was Rahisa. I don't know if they were there. They were here today. My brother Ray. I think I said that already. Neil, my good friend Neil. If I miss anybody, write it in the bottom because I can only go back so far to see names. And I think I got mostly everybody. If I missed you, you know I love you. I'm trying to think. There was a couple people. Like there was someone else new too. We had Miss Jamborina. I remember Miss Jamborina, Amelia, Emily, Mary, Shane Barron. I think I said everybody else. Everybody, I know it's Saturday, but is it Friday yet? Because that is when I will see you all again, and we will start something else. Marion Ravenwood. Gotta say hi to Marion Ravenwood as well. Marion Ravenwood, we love you. Is it Friday yet, everybody? We're done with Critical Role Campaign 2. It's sad, but not because we're never done with anything. I love you all. Goodbye.